So there are a lot of few things are it's very happy to hear it. And any other final volunteer to share your feedback? It's not a feedback, but your learning or takeaway from yesterday's session. I want very particularly about yesterday. So there are a lot of people who are sharing about Azure was new, SQL database was interesting, virtual machine was interesting. Yeah, any other volunteers just for 1 minute?
So good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
This is Noor Nisha from Tamil Nadu.
Yes, ma'am.
We are learned a lot of things from this FDP. We are really enjoyed. But one more thing, sir. If we are getting a video, we can understand what are the errors that we are done. It
Okay.
will be clear and we can get the real correct output. So kindly please upload a video link for properly and it will be more helpful for us and that's all sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So I completely agree with your point, man, and I am completely hearing you also. I understand like we are spending a lot of time in learning some things, but for follow up we need some sort of like documents to refer. Definitely we will send you the links. I know like there are some sort of delay from our end because like we are actually doing two batches, morning one batch and afternoon batch. Both the technical trainers are completely occupied with both the batches. The second batch ends at around like 5:10. After that they prepare for this today's exam. But again, I'm not giving excuse for this, but definitely we will share all this video in the WhatsApp group. By end of today, like we will everything will be get sorted, man. So we will share you the video as well as the LMS portal, so that you can also go back and you can refer the materials. So today we will share you the videos. For sure.
Thank you sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So yeah, it was like
And sir,
really a
one more
very
thing. Hello.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sir, actually, these steps are there. A lot of steps are there in making the like SQL in Azure, then making data factory in Azure. So those steps can we get documented steps like this we have to follow after this? Because making I have understood now in the portal in Azure portal, but how to access it from the local computer, that those things a little bit, because we are worried also nothing should happen to the computer, no, it should not go wrong, something like that. So can you give the documented steps for that?
Magesh, you want to respond? Magesh or
Yes,
Narendra for
yes.
this?
I will try to give you a documented step. Either way, I will make one document itself where you can perform practical step by step. Okay. So even lab manual is also there with us. So I will try to
Yeah,
share that
lab
lab
manual
manual.
kind of thing where steps one by one steps are there, which what we have to select and what will happen if we select that. That how you are
Yes, yes.
explaining, right? That if this you select, this will happen. This you select, this will happen. That if it is, because when we are listening, we are okay. Like when we are doing it later, that time you will not be there, so we are getting a little
Yes.
confused and there is no documentation. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, okay. I will share a lab manual on your LMS itself. So you can download it from there and you can
Thank you.
try
Thank you.
those practical on my
Yeah, and one more thing, sir. Like, I wanted to understand like how industry will use this all things. Like, if you can give a perspective of how things happen there. So, like, these things one-time thing, right? Making a data factory, or we will be making it on day-to-day basis. Like, I'm not able to correlate that.
Okay, okay. I will be letting you know about all those concepts. I will start from that only. So,
Sure,
how
sir.
those
Thank you.
things are implemented in the industry.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for feedback and also your yeah for your feedback. So this is like time for me to hand over the session to Magesh as well as to Narendra, and over to both of you.
Thank you, Shashwat. So let us start our session. Good morning, all. So today, like yesterday, we have got some theory of ADF, which is Azure Data Factory. So let me share my screen first. So I think someone mic
Mahesh, you are on mute.
My screen is visible, Narendra?
Mahesh, it is loading.
Okay.
Yes, it is visible now.
Okay, thank you. So let me open that document itself. So yesterday we gone through this theory about ADF, which is Azure Data Factory, in which we learn about the pipeline, we learn about activity, we learn the data sets, and we have also learned about the link service, integration of link services, triggers, what is ETL process, okay, and I have explained some ETL process to at here, okay. So like ma'am asked me like what those practicals been working, like how those practicals are working in the industry. First, let me know you that like we have performed first practical with virtual machine storage account, right? To store any data, any NoSQL data, the storage account is being prepared. So it can be on daily basis also, it can be one time also. It depends on the demands of company. Okay. So as we know, like those storage accounts mostly used to store larger amount of data, like they can store pictures, they can store videos, they can store images, because those non, yeah, non-structural
Ma'am,
data
second year la ma'am,
come
final year la
using in
Akash and Payana வந்து
SQL.
lab
Okay.
காட்டவே மாட்டேங்குது
So
ma'am.
Mahesh, you are on mute.
okay. So what is going with industry? So see, like let us assume that there is one startup company is there, and that startup company got some client with it, and the client requirement is to develop a product. Okay, for developing product, okay, they will be gathering some requirement. Whatever we have learned in this SCN subject, which is software engineering subject, in which we have learned a software development life cycle. Okay, so according to that life cycle, those works are being performed. Previously, the works will be was performed with those waterfall model and all those stuff. But right now in the industry, mostly this agile and Scrum model is being used, and those agile and Scrum model is being used in this DevOps. Okay, DevOps. So DevOps is nothing but it is a development team and operation team. Both are working togetherly to to achieve one goal. Okay. So the DevOps is just a philosophy for doing work or to achieve some kind of goal. Okay. So Dev means development, Ops means operations. So whatever development or whatever developer does the work, it sends to these operation teams, and operation team tests that work and again send feedback to that developer. Again, that developer do some changes in that, and again it is sent to this operation team. So for previously, like for doing those operations, a lot of time is been needed. Like we can see when developer updates, like some changes are there with the developer. So developer update today, and developer send mail to the tester. Okay, then again by tomorrow tester comes to the his desk and he checks those feedback which is given by this developer. Again then tester sends again, he just tests all the things, and again he's sending his report to the developer. And sometimes it happens like all things are working with the developer, but the tester on which the tester is testing those software, the environment is not suitable for testing. Okay, so again the prerequisite and all these things developer needs to give to those tester, and there is always fight going between this tester and developer. Okay, so due to this, like the huge problems gets creates in the company, like the work lagging behind. Okay, so whatever work they will be taking, the work is getting lagging behind. So even they tried with this waterfall model and all these things, but what we all know, like waterfall model is only suitable for small projects. Like any big projects comes into the picture, so waterfall model is not suitable for that. Because why? Because in waterfall model, some steps by steps implementations are. After gathering all the requirements, then only you can move to the design part. After gathering, after making those design, then you can move to this implementation part. And after in last, you will be testing all the things. And in between, some changes occur, like to achieve those final product, some time is needed. Okay. And according to time, there are, we all know, like in software industry, in every second, there are some updates are there. So till, am I audible to you all? Narendra?
Yes, yes, Magesh, you're audible.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
Mahesh, you are audible.
I think
So can you also check your side, sir, once?
Mahesh, you are audible.
Okay, fine. So according, like, see, like I have got the work in this month, and for completing that work, I need like 6 months. But after that 6 months, when I launched my product, the scenario is quite different. Okay. So right now, the client requirement, the previously client requirement was to develop a website, and after building that website, the scenario is with the market trend is with with Android application or any mobile application. So again, that's criteria get changes. Again, the team needs to work on mobile application. So these things are happening in the industry, and due to remove those things, this cloud computing comes into the picture. And due to this big problem, those cloud company has solved this problem by using those DevOps operations, by using those data factory operations. Okay, so this is the continuous process you can see which is going in the industry, and it is in huge demand. Like without cloud computing, without data, nothing can be happening in the company. Like we all know, like developers and software developers are there, but those developers are also working on data itself. So you can see like how important this data is about in the industry. Like all things are working on data and cloud computing. Okay. So this is one thing I need to tell you in industry what is going on. So like in Agile and in Scrum model, you can see like there is testing is going on each field. Okay, on each phase, the testing is going. Like requirement gathering, if the company is doing, then there, at that point also some testing is going on. And at that time, if any clients request any requirement, gather any changes in the code, then at that time they can easily embed those changes in that code. So this is how all the things are working with those DevOps and or development and operation team in the industry, and those how these projects are working. Like they are working on continuous integration and continuous deployment process. So what is continuous integration and continuous deployment project? Like the way we are using Android phone, okay, and on Android phone we are getting updates like monthly basis we are getting some updates, and we need to update our phone, and then only our phone works clearly, right? Otherwise it is just loading, otherwise it is just asking for updates and all these things. Even Windows PC is there. So continuous updation is going on, continuous this operations are going behind, and the team is continuously working to improve their products according to the market trend. Okay, so the cloud computing is very important concept. By learning those cloud computing concept, you can explore morely, like you can have those knowledge, because many of even in FDPs also, like many I have experienced mostly like teachers only know the theory part, they don't know the practical part. But after learning that this practical part, they explain me in such manner like, sir, what we are teaching in the theory is very different from what we are doing in the practice. So this is how I have experience from the teachers. Okay. So now,
So one thing,
any doubts?
like with this, what skill we can claim in our resume? With
After learning these things, okay.
yeah,
After
after
learning this
learning,
cloud
opening
computing,
an account, like opening a like deploying a platform, a SQL platform or a data factory platform or a virtual machine, what skill we can claim that we have?
Yes, I will explain you that. Narendra sir, can you just open this module 1 PPT where the market trend is there? And can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Actually, we have
1 second.
already gone through these concepts also, like after learning this, which position you can apply for or what job role you can do it. Okay. So you, after learning this data factory thing, you can work for a data engineer position. After learning this all concept of SQL, virtual machines and all these things, you can work as a cloud architecture or cloud administrator in a company. So you can provide roles to the users. You can create the resources from there for them. You can also monitor all those resources. So this is how all the things work with those after learning this thing. And you can also apply for a data analyst post. You can also apply for business analyst post. You can also apply for data engineering post. So those are the posts where, for which you can, after learning this, you can apply for. So usually we tell
Mahesh,
our students to apply for those
Mahesh, can you
positions.
see the screen now?
No, Narendra. Yes, now Narendra, it is visible. So
Okay, I'm
directly go
going.
to this market trend course.
Yes, yes, I'm going. Okay, this one,
Yes.
the job prospects. This one.
Job prospect, job prospect.
Yes,
Yes, this one. Can you just make it into full screen? And
yes, yes.
little bit, can you zoom it? Like the words are not properly visible.
Is it okay?
Okay, let me see. Yeah, now
Is
it
it
is
okay
visible.
now?
So Richa ma'am, here you can see this cloud specific role needs to be capitalized on cloud investment. So those are the roles which you can apply for. Like you can apply for cloud architecture, which is getting the higher package nowadays. Then cloud system administration. After doing this cloud fundamental course, you can apply for this cloud system administrator. DevOps engineer, you can't, you need to have more knowledge for that. Cloud software engineer, cloud system engineer, cloud network engineer, you can
Okay.
also apply. But you need to explore more for this because this is the time what we are getting, what very short time to learn all those things. We are letting you know like the main concepts which is being used by those profiles which you are seeing right now on the screen. So those are the things which those profile employees are doing right now in the industries. So security
Okay, sir.
engineer, where
Thank you.
you, if you are familiar with the firewall things and you are mostly familiar with the networking part, so you can apply for the security engineer. So these are the roles which for which you can apply. Okay, got clear about the picture after learning this for what you can do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay, thank you. So let us move to our main point now. Let me share my screen. So this Azure Data Factory practicals, we all will be performing, okay, in one time only because of this time constraint. Because we are today, what we will be learning today, we will be learning the Azure Data Factory practical. Then we will be moving to this machine learning practical in Azure. With the help of Microsoft Azure, you can run those machine learning part. You can run those algorithm. Anyone knows regarding, anyone having knowledge regarding machine learning from this faculty? Like those who are on meeting, anyone? Okay, Mansoor sir, you are having that. Yes. Okay, then it is very good. Then you will be getting quite nice experience on machine learning part, because we will be performing a different algorithm what we used to do it with Jupyter notebooks and all those things with any kind of data set. You might be perform some practicals with Titanic data sets. You might be perform with some blood donation data set. So all those things you will be, it is quite interesting practical for you people, those who are knowing those machine learning algorithms or data science knowledge. Okay, so now we will be learning this Azure Data Factory first, and then we will directly jump to this machine learning. And before learning those machine learning, I will be covering theory part also, because those who don't know about machine learning, so they also can get the idea from that. Okay, so let us move to our ADF now. So yesterday we have learned this pipeline thing. Okay, so can I know like what is pipeline according to you? What you have understood, you need to just write that thing, or you can unmute yourself and you can tell me directly. What is pipeline?
Logical grouping of activities.
Yes, ma'am. It is a logical grouping of activity or numbers of activity you are putting into on pipeline. Okay. So what is activity then?
Activity is a kind of process which we are doing.
Right. It is the kind of process which we are doing. And what about data set?
Data set, yesterday we have learned that data set is a collection of data and it is a structure within a database. Data structure
Yes.
within a database.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And what about link service?
It is a connection between the services, resources.
And data. Okay. Just remember
Yeah.
this thing. Link service are the connection information between your external resources and data factory. Okay. And what about integration runtime or integration link service? This one. It creates a compute environment to link those services or to do those activities. Like it is a bridge gap between activity and your resource. Okay. So let us one more time revise all those things. Like pipeline is, it is a logical grouping of activity. Activity, it can be represent a process. Data set is nothing but it is a data structure within a database. Link service are much like a connection string, which is defined the connection information that is needed for data factory to connect to external resources. Okay. So it is just connection information. It act like this connection string for those external resources. And integration link service, it is nothing but it is a compute environment for doing those activity. We need some compute environment, and those environment are nothing but it is the integration runtime. Okay, it is also called as integration runtime. Integration runtime. Okay, and you can just picturize in this manner, like it is bridge gap between activity and your link services. This activity and your link services, it is just a bridge gap. It just bridge this gap between those activities and link services. Triggers that we all know, like for setting times or for running your pipeline, the triggers is being used. Now the practical what we will be performing, we will be creating two containers, one with source and one with sync in our storage account. Okay, so in our account we will be doing this, creating these two containers. The first container will be container 1, second will be container 2, and we will store some kind of data in container 1, and we will create one pipeline. Okay, under that pipeline we will create one activity which is of copying data from one container to second container. Now, let us call this source container and let us call container 2 as a sync container. You can use storage account also. You can use any other resources also like SQL database or any data storage services you can use it. Okay. So this is the practical what we need to perform today. Okay. So let us create first a storage account. Okay. So so you all should go to Microsoft Azure portal, and we will be doing practical at same time. I'm doing practical step by step. In between, I will be stopping, and you need to take a screenshot and you need to put it into the chat box. Okay. So first, create a storage account. Let us create a storage account. And for creating storage account, obviously the resource group will be needed. So I will be creating resource group and you will be taking same resource group under which you will be performing those operations. Okay. So let me create a resource group first. So let me create a new resource group. So I can create from here also. Okay. There is no need to go to this resource group field. See, the new resource group is being created like Mahesh with the name Mahesh, and you all people will be using this same resource group for creating your storage account or data factory. Okay. So start making your storage account. You already know how to create a storage account. Just use this same resource group. And here I will be giving name to my storage account. Let me give this name. This is my name of my storage account, which is the pin code of my place and my name. Okay. This is the name which I have given. You can choose any other region also. Don't choose same region. The performance should be standard. Redundancy, I will be not needed. I will be choosing this locally. Then clicking to next, advanced. Here I
So
go
the
to
storage
name.
group which we must select, sir, FDP1.
No, Mahesh, with my name. Mahesh, you need to select. Search for Mahesh. Don't
Sir
select
Mahesh,
FDP1.
Sir Mahesh, research group is not shown in the option.
Just a
Before it
second,
is
ma'am. Let me create a storage account, then it will be shown.
Okay.
So let us create next, then next. Anything left while creating storage account? Networking is unable with the public access from all networks. Advanced setting, I don't need anything to do here. Okay, data protection, no need to do anything here. Encryption, no need to do anything here. Tags, it's okay. I don't want to use those tags. Let us go to this review button, review tab, and let us see whether the validation message has been passed or not. Okay, so it is all good. Yes, you need to select Mahesh resource group. It is not found because I have not created the storage account. After creating the storage account, you will be getting that. Let's create the storage account. So this is how my deploy process has been started for doing the storage account. So mostly in this practical, you will be getting total idea like we are performing one kind of operation which has been performing most of the companies like copying data from any resources to other resources. Like the ETL process, like we are copying raw data from different data sources and we are copying it into a storage account. Okay, so deployment is being completed. I just click on this go to resource. Now you can see here one storage account is being created with my pin code and my name. Okay. Okay. Now you can access the resource group which I have created. So let me show you how you will be accessing. So you need to go to this storage account, click on create. And here you can now access my storage account. See, I'm getting this one. Whether confirm me like you all are getting this resource group. Yes. Whether you all are getting my resource group. Yes, now. Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for confirming me. Now let us move to our storage account now. So this was my storage account. Now, in my task, which the manager has given to me, I need to create two containers in my storage account. Okay, I will be creating two containers in my storage account. So now let us create two containers.
Just a second, sir. Can we create the account for us? 1 minute.
Yes, I will be stopping here. You can create it and you just confirm me after creating your storage account. Use the same resource group with my name, Mahesh. Don't use other resource group. Or don't create any resource group.
We must not make any changes, right, sir? Next we need to do and then create.
Yes. Only next you need to do it. Review it and you are done. Only the first basic form you need to do some changes like local reductance you need to choose and all those things you need to do it. Otherwise, no need to do anything. Just next and review. Or directly you can click on review also. Okay, completed with the storage account.
Wait, sir, it is getting completed.
Okay, ma'am. After getting completed, you can post a screenshot of it. So I will be getting confirmation.
What is that big number after the name is coming, sir?
Which one? It is pin code of my location. It's my
Okay.
home actually. So it should be unique name. That's why I have taken that.
So in my data storage also, sir, there is one big, after whatever name I have given, after that a big number is coming.
That is the ID, the correlation
Okay,
ID you
is
are
there.
talking, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That is the ID which is being created by this Microsoft.
Okay.
Like we are we are creating some primary key, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
unique ID is given to your search. Okay, all good. Go to the resource now. Go to the resource. Those who have done the process, go to the resource. Click on go to resource. Okay, who needs this previous? Shubhangi ma'am, what issues you are facing? Hello.
After getting your group, what should I do?
Let me explain you. My screen is visible to you.
Yes.
1
Click
second,
on
Yes,
I'm
now.
storage
muting
account.
all. Mahesh, I'm muting all. I'm getting some background noise. I'm muting all.
Yes, please. Am I audible to you, Shubhangi ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mahesh.
Okay, fine. Shubhangi ma'am, you need to search Mahesh here and you need to give a name to your storage account and you need to select a region. Any region you can select it. Then you need to keep this performance as standard only. And reductancy, you need to change it to local reductant storage. And just click on advanced, next button. Then click on next, and review. And after reviewing this, you need to click on create. Those are the steps you need to follow. Okay, please try it. Okay, I think most of you have created the storage account. Now, can I move further? Please give me thumbs up for moving further.
And they're going to give us the
Okay.
what is the tip is like
Grishma ma'am, any doubt you are having?
and they're going to give us the tip. And what is the tip is like
All good?
I mean, I don't know whether they'll
Okay, thank you. So let us now move further. This is my storage account, right? Which I have created. So please see whether the same storage account logo you are getting or not, because might be the case happens like you have taken some different storage account. So you need to use this Microsoft Azure storage account. Okay. So for making container, you need to go data storage under this menu, and in this data storage, you need to click on container. Okay. And now what was our task? To create one container with source name and create second container with sink name. So let us create a container. For creating container, click on new container button, which is shown here with the plus sign. Click on new container button and give the name to a container. Let us give source name. You can give a different name also. There is there is no criteria to give this name only. You can give any name. Let's create this container. I will not do any changes with the security. Just give the name source and I will just click on create button. And one more container I need to do it is sync. Okay. Just give the name sync. Don't do any changes in advance and all these things. Just create it. So see, like two containers I have created. Now what I need to do, I need to upload some data in this source container. Okay. So for going to upload data in the source container, I need to click on this source container. Okay. I will explain one more time. I upload data in a container. I need to click on source container, and in the top you will be getting this upload button and you need to click here upload. Everyone are doing this same thing, right? Now let me upload from my local computer any text file. You can also upload any text file. So before uploading, I have used this dummy text file. So let me open this text file and let me show you what is there in this text file, sample 3. So see, some dummy data is there in this text file, and this dummy data I will be uploading to my source container. So this is sample 3, open, and this is how my data is been loaded into this blob storage, and I will upload with the help of this upload button. Okay, so let me explain you how to build a container first. One more time, go to your storage account. Okay, this is your storage account. In the menu section, like you might be on this screen, like overview screen. Now here you need to search in the bottom data storage. Data storage. Under data storage, you will be finding one option container. After clicking on container, you need to click to make a new container. You need to click on plus button of container. The new container is being created, and here you need to give some name to your container and just click on create button. This is how you can create container in a storage account. Got it? Everyone have created the source and sync folder, and have you uploaded some kind of data in that? Any text file you can upload it. Don't upload image, video, because whatever data we are uploading on this cloud, it will be charging for that. So just upload some text file, some dummy text file. Like we are practicing a practical, that's why I'm asking you. You can upload anything. In real life, you can upload anything in storage account, and you can transfer that to other resources. Okay, so Sonam sir has done this thing. Just send me screenshot. Send me screenshot or just write some message so I can move further. Sir, please repeat upload the data. Okay. For uploading data, you need to click on source folder, source container, and here the upload option is there. So you need to click on upload, and here you need to browse the file and upload any text file. Any text file you can upload. Narendra sir, are you checking the screenshot?
Yes, sir, I'm checking.
Okay, all are good. Okay, most of them have completed. So this is how you are now creating container in a storage account. Under that container, you are uploading some kind of data. So what you can also do this thing also. You can have one folder in a container, and under that folder you can upload data. This thing can be also done with this container. But the subscription what we are having only authority to create a container, and we can only store files under that container. Okay, we can't create a folder under that container. The subscription plan which we are having is that is having only this much authority. Okay.
A few faculty members selected that hot tier. The service tiers are there, na? Like cool and hot. So they are selected hot. So maybe the pricing model will be high.
Which one? Which one?
In this
Please look
container.
after that. Can you tell me the name of the?
Faculty
Either way,
member.
you can do Narendra one thing. You can go to your login and you can delete those resources and tell those staff to create one more time. Okay. Okay. Now, can I move further? Please give me the answer for that.
Mahesh, I'll delete at the end of the session because now they are created.
So how to select that cool and hot from where?
So in the configuration itself, it will be there. So under service here, cool and hot is there. Cool is very rarely we are using the data source. Hot is when very frequent if you are using the data source, then cool.
Narendra, can you show me like where it is?
So in the configuration, like container services, na, while you are creating itself.
Okay, at this point they have done the changes.
In this one ma'am kept this cool and hot is there, na, services. While we are configuring service tiers. So while we are configuring the storage storage account we are creating na, that time.
Okay. For storage account you are saying. That is why I'm saying like container there is no option such.
For the storage account itself, two
so
services.
you can delete that one, na? Because it will cost more amount.
If I delete, then again then.
Can you tell me the name? I will be deleting from
here. In this 1 second, TM, that means I'll tell.
Which one?
Tamilesri ma'am. Tamilesri. Tamilesri M. Tamilesri M. The storage account. I have seen the
This
service
is
tier is.
also somewhat different thing. Okay, the students are trying to do.
So this access
Which
tier
one?
is
This
Tamilasri
one?
storage account. Yes, Tamilasri na.
It is
Tamilasri
not
M.
shown here.
So see here in this chart, ma'am kept that screenshot, and I can see Tamilasri ma'am. So in that I can see the access tier is hot. Otherwise, go and change this access, change access level. Some option is there na on the top.
Change access level. Yes, you can also do it from here.
Tamilasri ma'am, can you? Hello. Hello, Tamilasri.
My screen is visible, Narendra.
Right. Your screen is visible.
No, everything is good. No, nothing is.
That heart. No. Go up. I have seen just now. I have seen heart. So under that blob in service na default access for the second line. In the same
Where?
screen, the blob storage is there na properties window
Okay,
is
this
there.
one. This one you are.
Heart. Yes. Default access for. There are two accesses are there, cold and hot. If we select hot, we mean that very frequently we are accessing the data set, so that the
No, it will not.
services are also
It will not do anything on it. Let it.
okay then. Okay.
So cold and hot means like the accessing part of the storage account. Like you are continuously accessing that storage account. That is what hot storage, and it costs more amount in the cloud. And what the cold storage is like, you are only storing you are only using for storage purpose. You are like occasionally accessing those data from that storage account. This is what the cold and hot feature. Okay, so got it. Can I move further now? Please give me thumbs up. Confirm me. Yes. Should I move further? Am I audible to you all?
Yes, Mahesh.
Don't worry about hot and cold. You can keep it. No worry. We are doing the practical. That it will not cause that much. Okay. So let us move further now. So let me go to my storage account now. I have created one storage account. So see, even me also is having hot. By default, it is taking. It's okay. So now what we will be doing, we have created two containers. Okay. One with source and other one with sink. Okay. Now what we will be doing, we will be inputting, like we will be copying this source file sample3.txt file into a sync folder. Okay, into this sync folder. So right now there is no data in this sync folder. So we need to copy by using this data factory operation, right? So for creating a for doing those creating pipeline, for creating a pipeline, we need to configure data factory. So how to configure data factory? You need to go to the search bar and you can just write the word data factory. Okay, and after writing this data factory word under these services, data, under these services, you will be finding this option, data factories. Okay, you need to select this option. Select this option. Then you will be getting this data factory page. Got it? Now we need to create one data factory. So this data factory is nothing but it is taking raw input and it is producing some product. Okay, the way we are having those industries for sugar cane, the way we are having industries for those FMCG products, like some raw sugar cane is coming and we are getting sugar from it. Okay, the same way this factory is also working with the data. So raw data is coming from different sources and those data is being processed in this factory and it is stored into a SQL table. Okay, in a structure format it is being stored, and that those structural data base is being used by those company people. Okay, for making the business decisions, for analyzing some insight from data, for creating or developing some kind of new things. So all those data are being used by the people who's there in the organization. So this is the picture of or the concept of data factory. Okay, now all good. Now you can also create, you can start creating. What is this?
Yeah, after uploading that my document into the container, this is the error I am getting, Mukesh.
Sir, some while configuring now, you can do one thing, sir. You can create one more container and you can try it once.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Permission error. Some at the time of creating those container, some permission is been private permissions you might have selected something. You can
Okay,
try it
I will
once.
check it.
Yes, you can check it and you can show it to me. Okay, then now let us create a data factory. For creating data factory, click on create button. The same procedure is there. Click on create button. A subscription already there with you. Here you need to choose resource group Mahesh. The same resource group where we have store our data storage account, right? On the same resource group, we are creating one resource and one data factory. Okay, and you need to give instance name to this data factory. Let us give instance name. So this is my instance name for this data factory. Choose the region. You can choose same region. You can choose different region also. Okay, it doesn't affect anything. And the version should be V2 because we are under V2 subscription.
Yeah, Mahesh, once again, the same error I'm getting.
Okay. Narendra, can you just help them, like what the error they are getting?
Sir, once we please put it in chat, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So the version is nothing but it is the version of this data factory, and right now we are with V2 version. Okay, under our subscription. So let us click on review and create. Let's click on review and create, and this is how you have created your data factory. Okay, don't do any steps at this point. Keep it by default and click on create button. So instance name can be anything. You can put any name in the instance name, like you are giving name to your data factory. You are giving name to your factory. That is the thing, what this instance name is. Okay, click on create. So while my data factory is been creating, so you can also create your data factory, and you can just take a screenshot and paste it in this meeting chat.
So there is a permission error. It is not giving the permission to upload. Till upload, it is okay. So, sir, Tirumala is Selvan, sir. Please start from the scratch. While you are creating itself, some permissions are not taken.
Okay, sir.
Go and create right from scratch, sir, like from Azure storage account. So there is a problem. While you are uploading the data, you mute one
so
more.
one second, I want to create.
Yeah, storage account from storage account onwards.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will try it out.
Because while you are creating that, so there is a permission error.
You can delete
Okay,
that
I will
one,
check it,
which you have created. Okay.
I delete my
Tamila Rashi ma'am has done the completed deployment name, data factory. Ashish sir, you can send screenshot because I'm not getting link and all. It is all good, then it's okay, no issue. Okay, your deployment is completed. Sanjay Sawant sir. Okay, thank you. All good. Santosh Kumar sir is doing it. That's also Santosh Kumar sir's deployment is completed. So Narendra, please check whether all of them are doing.
Yes.
So can I move further now? Or should I wait for 1 to 2 minutes?
Wait for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, I will.
They are uploading. Okay, done.
Okay, so this is how we have created our source, we have created our sink, and we have created our data file. Okay, so these three things are being created right now. Okay, so till here, any doubts anyone is having? Any doubt you are having with you, you can unmute yourself and talk to me. So it is possible to have many source container and one sink container. Yes, sir. Yes, Sonam sir. It can be possible. Like the data extraction, it can be have many source container. It can also possible you can sync into many also. One to many, many to many also. The same thing is there.
Yes, Mahesh, they are saying no doubt. You can move on it.
Okay, all good. Okay. So I'm doing further process now. So click on go to resource of my data factory. So this is my data factory name, Mahesh 1 2 3 4 5 6. And in this data factory, those are the monitoring things which I can see, the essentials, what I am seeing here, like from which resource group it status is what, location is what, subscription is what, data factory version is what, and in activity logo, I can say activity, access control, like the way I have explained you can give access to any user. Networking, in networking, the endpoint should be public. It should not be private, okay? Because we are accessing that data factory, right? Then manage activities. So this is the ID which is being created by for role assignment, okay? So properties, you can see the properties of data factory. Logs, you can have those logs to your factory, like any resource group log, subscription log, like that way. And monitoring, you can do it.
Sir, in networking,
This
what
is the
it should be,
basic.
public or private?
Public. Sir.
Public. It should be public. So this is the basic dashboard for this data factory. Now the next task is to go to this launch studio. One more time I'm saying this. Next task is click on launch studio. Click on launch studio. The new tab will be open like you are entering into your data factory. So this is the data factory console where you are entering to your data factory. Please follow the same procedure. Click on launch studio. After go to resource, you need to click on launch studio. So this is how you will be coming to your data factory. And from here, the data engineer jobs get started in this data factory. So see whether you all are getting the same dashboard what I am getting with different name. The name can be different. Mahesh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be different in your case, but the same dashboard you should be getting on your screen. Please confirm me. Either you can take a screenshot and let me know. All good. Okay. 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 Now, let me explain you this dashboard itself now. Okay. So this is the dashboard for your data factory where you can, there are some codes written in this, ingest, orchestrate, transform data, configure SSIS. Okay. So this SSIS is nothing but it is a kind of package which has been used in this data factory. Transform data, like you can transform your data by using this data flow. Or orchestrate is nothing but you can create pipeline, multiple pipelines, and you can run those pipeline. And ingest is nothing but copying data at scale ones on schedule ones. Okay, like the ingest data we will be doing the operation, like we are copying data and we will be scheduling some trigger. Okay.
I am unmuting and Mahesh, I'm muting 1 second.
Okay. I think okay, fine. So data factory for create on sync folder. So Amol sir, what you are asking? Amol sir?
I think he's asking like one data factory or one data factory for source, one data factory for sync. Or else
No.
totally one.
Only one factory will be there, And the source and sinks are external resources on which we are performing some operations in our data factory. Only one data factory will be there. There is no need to create two data factories. Okay.
So
Yes.
can you once again repeat that data factory creation steps?
Okay, okay, sir. I will do it for you. Go to the search bar, search for data factory. In services, you will be finding this word data factories, and some factory symbol is there. Click on that. Under here, you need to click on create button. Under create button, you need to use resource group with the name Mahesh. Then you need to provide a name to your data factory. You need to select region, you need to select version, and just click on review plus create. And here after review plus create, you need to click on create button. So this is the procedure you need to follow for creating data factory. Got it, sir? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So let's move further now. So this is the dashboard, and just click on the left hand side and expand this one. Expand this and just see what menus you are getting here. The same menus you are getting here, like in home tab, this is the home tab, and you need to click on author tab. Author tab. Okay. After clicking on author tab, here you will be finding the things which we have learned. Okay. Here one pipeline is being shown. Then change the data capture. Data sets are also we have learned. Data flows that we will be learning, and Power Query that also we will be learning in later part. Okay. So right now, what I need to do, I need to create a new pipeline. So for creating new pipeline, I need to click on those three dots, which is in front of this pipeline word. Okay. Click on this three dot, and here you will be getting three options. One is new pipeline, pipeline from template, and new folder. So under one folder, you can create multiple pipelines, or this pipeline template you can directly import into this pipeline. So it is like a already created pipeline. You are importing that one template you are creating, and so new pipeline you need to create. You need to click on. Okay, click on new pipeline. So see, like after clicking on new pipeline, some activity tabs gets open. Okay, like we have studied, like it is pipeline is logical grouping of activities. So those are the activities, logical activities which can be performed in a pipeline. So you can explore all those things. You can click on move and transform, where you can have this copy data flow. In Synapse, you can have this notebook, Spark Job Definition, where you can perform the analytical analysis part. Okay. Then in Azure Data Explorer, where you can explore the data, Azure data. Okay. In Azure function, you can have the multiple functions to be run on your data. Okay. In batch services, you can have the customs services which you can put to your data. Databricks, you all might be knowing, like some Databricks code you can write, or some Python code you can perform on your data. So those are nothing but those are the activities you need to perform. And for the profile of data engineer, you need to know all those procedures. Okay. In data lake analytics, you can use this USQL. General terms, you can do the general activities under this pipeline. Then HD Insights. In HD Insight, you can have the Spark, Peak, which is being used mostly for DevOps thing. Okay. So DevOps operation, which is being used, like you can use for testing purpose and all those concepts. Then iteration part, any iteration condition you want to put to your data, like for each if condition, switch, until, filter, then you can use these iteration activities. Okay, and in machine learning, like there is one also activity with machine learning. Whatever activities with machine learning, suppose you want to predict something, you want to find insights from data, you can use those machine learning activity also. Okay, and power query, where you can use those power query to your data. Okay, for cleaning purpose or any power query you can use it for creating your column, for having those mathematical operations or anything. Okay, so this is how the activity part I have explained you. Now our task is to copy data, right? So what we will be doing, we will be just copying data. So for that I need this copy activity. I will just click on that copy activity and I will drag and drop that copy activity into my query. Okay, this is my query. This is my working space where I am working on my data factory. Okay, let me minimize these two things so you can get more better idea. So this is my working space where I'm copying my data. I just drag this thing. I just drag this
So
copy
just one
data
second, sir.
and I
Can you
just,
please tell me?
yes sir.
Can you just please tell me where you have got this, because I missed the track.
Okay, okay, fine sir.
How to get?
So just click on this button is visible to you. My cursor is visible to you. Under
Yeah.
author,
Expand.
you will be finding all those. Under author, you will be finding all the things.
No, when that data factory is there, no, from there, ingest, orchestrate, transform. So in that which option I need to click? New?
No, 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 no. Don't click here. You need to go to this author tab directly. Expand this, click on author tab. You must be at this position, right?
Yeah, yeah. Expand, author. Okay.
Author. Okay. So this is how you can use this activity in your working space. So now let us click on this monitor part. Okay. So in monitor, whatever monitoring you are doing with pipeline triggers, you can monitor at this place. In manage, you can create link services. Okay. So that we have already studied, we can create link services. You can create integration runtime like computing services. So here you can see integration runtime, that is also called as IR, is a compute infrastructure to provide the following data integration capability across different network environments. Okay, so if you want to learn more thing about integration runtime, so here while one learn more tab is there. So here the documentation is there where you can learn all the things related to integration runtime. So here the types of integration runtimes are self-hosted integration runtime. Okay. Then one is Azure SSIS integration runtime and integration, and the other one is, I think it is three types are there. One is Azure integration runtime. The second one is self-hosted, and third one is Azure SSIS integration runtime. So you can learn about, you can explore more things about this. In short, I will be explaining you what this integration runtime is. It is a compute infrastructure which is provided for data integration purpose. Okay, and in Azure integration runtime, so we have seen the three types of integration runtime. One is Azure, second one is self-hosted, the third one is Azure SSIS. Okay, so here you can see automatically one instance, one integration runtime is being created by this Microsoft Azure, and which is in running state. Okay, the subtype is public. So this is being created at when our data factory is being created. While we are configuring this data factory, at that time only this Microsoft Azure create one integration runtime, like one compute environment for this data factory. Okay, and if we want to create a new integration runtime, so you can also create that one. So here you can see the type of integration, and now I will be explaining you those three types. So Azure self-hosted, that means the resources like external computer services are there. So whatever resources are there, you are copying data, whatever activities you are doing, those activities are on cloud and Azure cloud only. So that is what the self-hosted means. Okay, there is no third party is there. Like from Amazon to Azure you are doing, then you don't need to use this integration runtime. For that, you can use this Azure SSI. Okay, for different companies are there, then you need to this. In Azure only you are doing operation, then you need to use this self-hosted. And Airflow is nothing but it is the new feature which has been provided by Microsoft Azure. This is for use this for running your existing DAX. For running existing DAX, you can use this integration runtime. Okay, so this is all about integration runtime setup. So now you need to click on author. Okay,
Sir,
we
excuse me.
were at author.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Suppose if we want to integrate multiple environment from multiple public clouds, so what integration type I have to use it here?
So see, like those multiple resources you are having on Azure only, then you need to use Azure integration. Okay, if those multiple resources are from different cloud, like one is from Azure, one is from AWS, one is from cloud, one is from IBM. Okay, at that time you need to use this Azure SSIS packages. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay.
Mahesh, can you explain how to open this activities window? One faculty member is showing that.
okay, I will be explaining. Yes, let me minimize all these things. Okay. See, man, you need to click on pipelines. Click on pipelines. Here, three dots are there. You need to click on those three dots, and here you will be getting one option, new pipeline. Okay, and here you will be getting one pipeline gets created. Okay, so you can rename that pipeline by clicking on three dots in front of that name of pipeline. So click on here and you can rename it also. Okay, either if you want to delete that pipeline, you can delete it from here also. Okay, so this is how you have created new pipeline, and let us give this pipeline a name. So the name you can give it from here also. Let me give a name to my pipeline, FRIS. First pipeline, my first pipeline I'm giving my first pipeline. Okay, so this is my pipeline name which I have given to my pipeline. Okay, fine. So now I need to copy data. Okay, so for copying data, some activity tabs gets open. After creating this pipeline, activity tabs get open. And in move and transform, you need to click, you need to expand this. And here you will be getting this copy data option. This copy data option, and you need to drag and drop that copy data option to your working field. Okay, so this is your working field. Okay, where you are working on it. Till now, everyone, any doubts you people are having, please let me know. And if you add,
So the last
you
step I
are
have not
constantly
understood. Copy data.
yes,
The last step I have not understood.
let me confirm one more time.
When we created pipeline, after that, what we have to do?
Just a second. I will let you know. Sir. So see, I go to this author tab. Okay, I click on pipeline. In three dots, I click on new pipeline. After clicking on new pipeline, this tab gets open, activity. Then I click on move and transform. And here I get copy data activity. because my task is what? My task is to copy data, right? Copy data from one container to another container. So this was my task. So I'm using this activity, copy data activity. And I'm just dragging that copy data activity in my working space. That's it, sir. This is the simple steps you need to do it. Okay. Are we on same platform? Everyone of you are we on the same platform? Everyone getting the steps for this practical? Most of you have completed also. Okay, fine. So now let us move further. Don't waste any time now. Let us move further and just click on this copy data. Just click on this copy data, and here you will be finding some tabs.
Hello.
One is general tab, another one is source, another one is sync, one is mapping and settings. Okay, so these tabs are nothing but the operations which you will be performing in this activity. Okay, so now what? Let us give a name to this activity. Copy activity. So this is my activity which I have created. Okay, let me click on this copy activity, and here one red mark one is been written. Okay, so that what it means, like for copy activity there is no source and sync is mentioned. Okay, for that you need to click on source button. Okay, and under this source button there is source data set is not there. Okay, so you need to specify your source folder. Okay, where this storage account is, and under that storage account you have one container with the name source, and under that container you have one file that which is named as sample3, and that file you need to copy to this sync folder which is named as, which is also there in the same storage account with the different container sync. So this is the task which we need to perform from copying container from one container to second container. So let us specify with this data source data set. Okay. So this is the source data set we need to configure. So click on new button. So beside this search box, there is new button instead. Click on that new button. Click on that new button, and here you need to click on Azure. Here you need to select option Azure because we are using Azure storage, right? Storage block. And here you can explore like how many resources, from how many resources you can get data and you can store to the SQL database. See, there are different resources out there.
Mahesh?
Yes, Naren.
Can you pass a while? I'll call you. So there is an important update from Srishan. So meanwhile, you ask the faculty to share their screenshots in the chat. So we request all the faculty members to share the screenshots in the WhatsApp, this meeting chat.
Okay, let me see what is that. Narendra, you just see whether all are doing right thing.
Sir, you're on mute, sir.
I'm audible now. My screen is visible to you all.
Yes, sir, all good.
Yes, yes. So there was some message for me on board, so that's why I have unshared this thing. I think my video is there.
Yes, sir. Your video is not.
Okay. So here you can see there are a lot of resources from which you can extract data and you can now store the data. So here like you can see Azure table storage, Concur, DB. It is not like such kind like it is with third-party companies also. Okay. So there are a lot of like Google Ads, BigQuery, Google Cloud Storage, HBase, Hive, HubSpot, HTTP. So those are the resources from which you can extract data and you can store that data into a database. Okay. So right now our task is to click on Azure because we are having this Azure Blob Storage. So Azure company we are clicking on and we will be selecting Azure Blob Storage. Okay. And after selecting this Azure Blob Storage, there are two options also there. There are Azure Data Lake Storage is also there, but you don't select that data lake storage. You need to select Azure Blob Storage and click on continue. Okay. After clicking on continue, you need to specify the format of your file. Okay. So right now, the format of my file in my storage account is so in source my file is my right now my format of storage format of my file is text format. Okay. So I need to select a text format here. So right now what format I am saying, Aviro, binary, delimited text, Excel, JSON, ORC, Paraquet, XML. Okay. So here, if my file format is in C, I can choose this thing, but right now I'm having text format. So I will be choosing this binary format. Okay. So binary format I will be choosing and I will be clicking on continue button. So after continue button, I will be getting this set properties where I need to give name to my property. Like
So just one second,
whatever
sir. We'll
data.
follow the same steps.
Yes.
That we need to click to blob storage, right?
Yes, block storage. Please send if you please send the screenshot of your task, like what task you are doing. So Narendra sir will be guiding you with the same task. Okay, so what on which thing you need to click on, what thing you need to do. Okay, just click send the pictures what your screen is having, and Narendra sir will be guiding you. Okay. So after now we need to give name to our properties like source data set is there. Now this is one kind of property. I need to give a name to our data set. Okay. So let us give name some name like let us give this text input data. Text input data. I would like to give my data set name as text input data. And here we need to create a link services for that. To access that sample3 file, I need to create a link services. I need to create a connection between my data factory and my external resource, which is called as storage account. Okay. So here I will be having link, I will be creating link service. So click on new link service. And after clicking on new link service, you will be getting into this link service page where the link service name is already taken by this Microsoft Azure. If you want to change this name, you can change it. Otherwise, you can keep it as it is. Okay. And here you need to see connection via integration runtime. So the connection via integration runtime is auto resolve one integration runtime. It is the same compute resource which is created at the time of creating data factory. Okay, keep it is as it keep this integration runtime as it is because we have not created any new integration runtime at this point. Okay, then authentication type keep by default as it is, like account key, and here directly you need to come to Azure subscription. Okay, choose this. It is already chosen, already been set like from Azure subscription, and you need to select a subscription for your link services. So EF subscription is my link services, and in this EF subscription, I am having storage account with my name, right? So this is my storage account name. So I am configuring this storage account name, and you can see like a link service is being created to my storage account. Okay. So this is how we have created link services from data factory to storage account. Okay. Now click on create button. So this is how the new link services is being created.
So the storage account name should be your name only. We must select.
No, 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 no. The storage account which you have created with your
It
name
is
or
not
some.
showing, sir. It is not showing. Just something I'll check.
Then
once.
you need to click on refresh button, sir. So there is one refresh button is there. So after selecting this binary option, and let me do the same procedure one more time for you people. So test input data. I will be giving data set name. I will be creating. So this they here already one link service is being created. Let me create one more link services. So here after selecting this subscription, here the refresh button is there. You need to click on this refresh button. So it will refresh the current instance of storage account,
Yes,
and
I
it
got
will
it.
show you all the things. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So here you can see I have created one link services which is called as Azure Blob Storage 1. Okay. So now link services is being created. Integration runtime is already created at the time of data factory. Otherwise, you can also create a new one also, but right now don't create new one. Keep that integration runtime as it is because it will cost more amount for creating new one. So right now here we need to specify our file path, which is there in storage account. Okay. So to specify the
This
file path,
I didn't got, sir. From where you got this step?
after clicking on create now, after clicking on
After
create,
okay.
you will be getting this step. Please send the screenshot. Whatever step you are doing, please send the screenshot so you will be not missing any step. Narendra sir will be guiding you. Please send the screenshot of whatever steps you are doing. Okay. Then what you need to do, we need to give a path to our file, like where this sample3 text file is being saved. That path we need to provide here. So how we will be providing? There is one browse button is there on the right hand side of this file path. You need to click on that browse button, and where you will be finding those two containers. So let us click on this source container where our file is, and let us click on this sample3 file which we want to copy to this sync folder. Click on OK. So this is how we have provided path to our file, and again click on OK. Okay. So this is how, and now you can see the red symbol gets disabled from the source button. Why so? Because we have specified our source link. Okay. Now the next task is what? To create a sync services, right? To
So one
create a
second,
sync
so
services.
after clicking on browse, what we need to do?
After clicking on
Browse.
browse, you need to specify the folder or the container where that file you need to copy. Which file you need?
We need to click source or link sync.
Source. You need to click on source, and in source folder you have created one file. You have uploaded one file, right?
Yes.
So that file we need to copy to this sync folder, na? Okay. So now the next task we need to use is we need to get sync. Okay. So click on sync button or sync tab, and we need to create a sync data set. Okay. So right now there is no
That
data
file,
set.
what I have to do?
Next you need to click on sync.
No, that file, what I have to do? I need to do anything for that file?
No, you need to select that file, click on OK,
okay.
again click on OK.
Okay.
So what about others? Are you doing or not?
Others, please share the screenshots.
Narendra, all things are right?
Yes, going right. So whatever the screenshots we are getting, na, so they are okay.
Okay. Okay then. So this is now we need to configure our sync folder, right? So sync dataset we need to configure it. So let us now configure for configuring sync dataset. Again, the same procedure you need to follow. Click on new button. Again, you need to specify what resource you need to sync it on. Okay. So again, my sync folder is in same blob storage. So I need to use this. Click on Azure and click on the blob storage folder. Okay. Blob storage PNG file. So let me explain you one more time. Click on Azure. Click on Azure blob storage. Okay. And after clicking on blob storage, and what is my file format? It is in binary format. So I'm clicking on binary option, and I'm clicking to continue. Okay. And again, I need to give name to my this data set, which is sync. So let me give a name, test output data. Is output data. And here one link services I need to create it. Now there is no need to create a new link services, because what our two containers are where they are stored in one storage account only. So already we have created link services for that storage account. So there is no need for creating new link services. So already my one link services is being created for me, which has this name Azure Blob Storage 1. I will be selecting that one only, and I will again browse the file, and I will select sync folder, and I will click on OK button. Okay, so this is how I have given part to my sync folder with same link services. If there were two external resources were there, then at that time I need to create two link services. Okay, but right now there is no need of creating two link services. Only one link services is sufficient, because we are creating one link services for storage account. Under that storage account only my source and sync folders are there. Okay, got till this? Any doubt till now? All good. Please give me thumbs up for this.
Mahesh, can we wait for 2 minutes so that they can share their screenshot?
Yes. Yeah. Please share your screenshot. Till this step, you need to commit. Like you need to give path to your folder, sync folder. So you can type here also like output. In output folder, you want to give output and file name. If you want to use some different file name, you can give it. But right now, don't do anything here. Just keep it as it is. Just select the sync folder and click on OK button. So after OK button, you can see source and sync file is being synchronized with this copy activity. So let me know whether you got till this step. Just send me the screenshot. I will be guiding you. Sync, okay, all good. Yes, Pratik sir, it's okay. Ashish sir, please send a screenshot. Please, screenshot. Please repeat steps for sync. Okay, ma'am. I will be repeating steps for sync. You need to click on sync. Here, you need to click on the new button will be there. Right now, see this new button you need is there. After clicking on new button, you need to click on Azure. You need to click on Azure Blob Storage. Then you need to click on OK. Then you need to select the format of type from where which format is your file you are having. So click the format binary and click on continue. And here you need to give name to your data set. Any name you can give it. No need to create a new link service. The link service which is created at the time of creating source or at the time of creating this source link, you need to select that link services only, and in browse tab you need to browse this sync folder and just click on OK button. So those are the steps you need to follow. Please send a screenshot after doing this thing completely. Sir, can I share my screen? I'm not able to share the photo in the chat box. Okay, no, Ashish sir, if all things are right, then no need to share the screen. If you are having any doubt, then you can share. Use. So this is how we have performed our task, which our manager has given us, like to copy data from one folder to other folder. And now we will be running this task. Right now we have performed our operation, but we have not run the operation. We have not run our pipeline. For that, we need to create a triggers. Okay. Okay, all good. Narendra sir, whether my screen is visible?
No. It is loading now. Yes.
I think any staff member? 11:30. We'll take break at 11:30, sir. So should we move further now to run the process? Yes, Samir sir. Thank you, Sonam sir. Okay. All clear till now? Yes, Anupama ma'am. All clear? Yes, all clear. Okay. Now let us run our activity. So how to run this activity? Before running this activity, we need to publish this one, okay, on live cloud. Okay. For publishing, we need to click on publish all. So here you will be finding the option publish all. So click on publish. So here you can see the publish process gets configured gets ready for publishing, where our data sets are test input data, test output data, and we have one pipeline. And under that pipeline, we are having this copy activity. Just click on publish. So deploying get started for this pipeline, and see publishing completely. Okay, so this is how we have published our procedure. Now let us click on monitor. Okay. So
Sir, where is the monitor button?
Here, sir.
On the
You
left hand side.
Expand this, and you will be finding under author. You will be finding the monitor.
Got it. Thank you.
So this is the copy which I have published. Now I need to create a trigger. I have created, I have published, but I have not run my pipeline. Okay. So for to run this pipeline, you can also debug it, or you can also create a trigger. So the trigger you can create, you can schedule time to run this activity, like some data comes to your data comes to your data set, and at that time you want to copy that data and you need to paste it into some resource. At that time also the same way you can create by using this trigger operation. So but right now I don't want to schedule anything. I need to trigger it now. So there is one trigger now function is there where you need to click on. Click on trigger now and click on OK. Just click on trigger now, add trigger, trigger now, and OK. So see, the trigger gets running and the pipeline is also getting run. Now how to see that? Click on monitor. So see here one pipeline is being run. Under that pipeline, some copy function activity is being done. At what runtime? What is the runtime? What is runtime start and what is runtime A? What is the duration for it? Trigger run, how trigger is been run? It is run manually because we have manually run the trigger. Status is succeeded, run original, and this is the run ID. This is the unique ID which is been generated, which is generated by this Microsoft Azure. So this is how you have you can monitor your pipelines in the trigger, pipelines and trigger. Okay, so
Mahesh, sir, after this, one doubt I think. This num.
What is the doubt?
After sync, few faculty stopped. After sync, publish all. Is it so, sir?
Yes, sir.
After
Publish
sync,
all.
Publish all.
Completing
And,
sync operation, sync data set operation, you need to publish all. Publish all.
No pipeline found from Grishma ma'am.
Grishma ma'am, can you just send me the screenshot of your screen? What you are facing? How to
Mabhushan,
publish
sir,
it? See,
there
ma'am,
is
from here you can publish it. Let me show. See here, one option will be there. See my cursor. Here you will be finding that option, publisher. So no pipeline you will be finding under monitor because you have not run your pipeline. Okay. After running your pipeline only you will be finding pipeline operation under this monitor. So after publishing you need to run the trigger, and after running your trigger then only it will be shown in this monitor tab.
So meanwhile, all the faculty members who completed till now, so please share the screenshots. Mahesh, I'm preparing outline steps for the outline steps of this procedure. Hello.
Hello.
Mahesh, I'm just preparing the outlines of this procedure, Azure Data Factory. I'll paste in the group. Is it okay?
Yes, it is okay. Otherwise, we will be sharing the lab manual now, in which it is there all the things.
That we can do. The timing is the flow, the overall flow they are asking. Na?
Okay,
For
then you can do
for at least for reference. It's not final material.
Okay.
So anyhow, we are sharing the lab manual in their LMS.
Okay, publishing done, how to create trigger. So see trigger you will be getting at this point. You see my screen and my cursor where it is. So here you need to click and here you need to click on now and click on OK.
Mahesh, can you see once like the flow? Like I posted the procedure, outline procedure.
Okay, it's right. No, it is right. No changes. Yes, ma'am, it is okay. Who sent it? Grishma, ma'am, it is okay. Sir, you need to run this pipeline. You need to click on trigger now. If it is not showing, you need to refresh your page. Okay, so I think many of you have created refresher. You can refresh from browser itself. No issue. Okay, now till now trigger not found with Malamap. So trigger VAM here you will be finding. Please see my screen and my cursor where it is. Here you will be finding the trigger now with Malamap. Ashish sir, publish now option. Please see my screen. Here you will be getting published now. Please see my cursor where it is. Here you will be getting published now. Okay, now we have run our trigger. After doing publish all. After doing publish all, you need to run your trigger. Trigger it now. So after running this, pipeline, now let us see whether our file is been copied to our sync folder. Okay. For that, we need to come to our storage account on Microsoft Azure portal. We need to come to Microsoft Azure portal, open the storage account which we have created, and under sync folder, we need to see whether our file is copied or not. So see, my file has been copied now. So this is how I have completed my today's task or in data factory, like copying data from one container to another container. So there are a lot of things you can do it repeatedly. So this, if this steps is being repeated daily basis, so you can create a trigger on daily basis. So where for creating trigger, you can choose the trigger, you can create a new trigger, and you can assign a time at which this trigger should be run. Okay, in this manner, on daily basis, I'm doing this activity. Like if data comes to this container 1 folder, it will be getting copied to this container 2 folder. So this was very a small example which I have shown you, but in real case, the example what the data we are getting, it can be of 1000 GB, like 1 TB, it can be 100 TBs of data, it can be 200 TBs of data. So you can imagine in that case, like to transfer 100 GBs of data or 100 TBs of data from one folder to other folder, how much time you will be needed physically. Okay, it can be like 1 day, it can be like half day, it can be like 2 days also. It depends on your data cable, it depends on the computing resources what you are using to copy that data. So instead, like with a very minimum cost, you can do that operation within very less time by using this copy activity. Okay, so most of the companies are doing the same thing, like they are extracting data from different resources and they are storing that data into their database. Yes, and they are performing some activities on their data, like they are filtering that data, they are cleaning that data, they are if two tables are there, they are joining those two tables. So all those things they are doing on this data. Okay, so this is how we have performed a practical based on Azure Data Factory. Okay, so one thing with this practical, I would like to show you like what is data flow now. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you understand all the concepts which I have provided you, I have delivered you. Like whether you got all the concepts, no doubts you are having with the concept of Azure Data Factory. Any students ask you related with Azure Data Factory, you can explain them like what it is and what is the use, what purpose, how you can use it, and how you can apply that data factory thing in your project also. Okay, so you can see like there are machine learning activities also are there, like to compute those machine learning data set, like we need a larger amount of computing resources, like 100 GBs of RAM computers, machines will be needed to run a code of that machine learning, right? But by using a lesser amount of computing resources from cloud computing, we can perform that operation. So this is how the cloud computing is helping to our society, and we are taking benefits from this cloud and computing sources. Okay, got it all. So now let us move to our further point, which is data flow. How to create a data flow and how to run that activity.
Mahesh, it is 11:30. Shall we break for 10 or 15 minutes?
Okay,
That is your
okay,
wish.
cool. We will be taking break of 10 minutes only because the content which we need to cover is quite huge. So we will be taking 10 minutes break. So right now it's 11:33. We will be connecting at 11:43. Okay.
Anna
Thank you.
has shared And I have shared the attendance link also in the chat. Please mark the attendance. And in meanwhile,
Yes.
please share all your screenshots so that so we can know that task is completed.
Yes, yes, yes. Please share the screenshot like which you have completed all the tasks which we have tell you. So please send a screenshot on this chat box, and in meantime you can also fill the attendance. Thank you all. We will be meeting at 11:43.
So dear faculty members, I have shared the video recording for the yesterday's class in the WhatsApp. Please check once.
So, sir, good morning. I have a small query.
Yeah, Poonam sir. Yeah, tell me, sir.
Yeah. So this is about the data factory itself, about a pipeline. Right? So, so for example, I write a small Python script, right? So, for example, the data is of 2 columns, and the first column contains the like serial numbers or roll numbers of students, and the second column contains the data whether they have submitted the assignments or not, right? Now, so in the source data, this is the source data. In the sink, I would want the data of the students, the roll numbers of the students who have submitted the assignments, just those roll numbers. So I have to use a script in between, right? So maybe a Python script which will extract all the y, from the second column. So for that, should I create another container, the third container containing the script, or like if I want to create a notebook and push the notebook inside, is that possible to do here?
Actually, I think whatever you asked, that is regarding to data analytics. So you are extracting some of the content, like yes, submitted category 1, not yet submitted. That is the category number 2. So that is a data analysis part. I think if time permits, we will also discuss that data analysis part also. So this data factory can also be used for analysis also.
Okay. So it is possible to do here, right?
Yes. A lot of things are there. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, I have one small doubt. How many days this subscription is available, sir, for using this Microsoft Azure?
I think of only 5 days, sir. This is the 4th day. Maybe you are having one more day.
Okay.
And you can create your free subscription, sir, with your debit or credit card. They will give, I think, $100 as a credit. And within that $100 you can use it for your all resources and practice.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That $100 are over, then you can ask your student, your student credentials, and you can create one more account. Like that, you can keep go on. Every time the expiry of the account means you can go and create one more new account with the new date, new credentials.
That's a good hack.
You can use the student strength. Sir, did you get that recording, sir? I have kept this yesterday's recording and on 11th Monday recording also in the WhatsApp group. Did you get? Please check once. From my end, it is showing it is uploaded to the WhatsApp. Meanwhile, I'll request all the faculty members, if possible, please share the screenshots. We need as many as screenshots. Yes, attendance link is shared, sir. Ashish, sir. On the top of your attendance link is there.
Hello.
Hello, Mahesh. Yeah.
Yes, Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
See
share
that.
my screen. I think all are there now to do the practical. Okay. Narendra, please confirm whether you're getting my screen.
Yeah, it is sharing now. Yes, I'm getting now.
Okay, now the concept which we will be learning is about data flow. Okay, so what is this data flow? So, okay, till now, no doubts you all are having. So what not getting? Narendra, what is the issue? What faculty is asking for?
I have shared this recording. So just now I had downloaded the recording for yesterday.
No.
And on
Narendra
Monday.
ji, actually, when you download this recording now, there some settings are there. You need to change that one. So there is one block download option is there. You need to click enable for that. Disable. You need to disable that. I will be doing. I will be sharing that. Okay.
Okay then. Okay.
Okay. All good. Okay. Now let us move to our further step, which will be data flow. Okay. So this is the data flow. Okay, which we got in now. We have created pipeline, right? Now under pipeline, we have created activity of copy activity. We have done it. Okay, right. So now, what is data flow? So data flow is a kind of, you can say, you are doing operations on some kind of data. So what kind of operations you are that I will be showing you, like what kind of operation you can do it on your data flow. Okay. So let us create the data flow first. Okay. For creating, like the way you have created a pipeline, the same way you need to create a data flow also. Okay. For creating data flow, you need to click on data flow. Now, it is not necessary to perform this practical. First, understand all the concept, and then we will be performing one practical with the data flow. Okay. So the concept behind data flow is what? Let me explain you. So let me create a new data flow first. Okay. So here you can see, you can create any number of data flow under one folder, and you can have those data flow used in an activity, and you can store that activity in a pipeline. Okay. So data flow, you can call it in some manner like it is a part of activity. Okay. So when I create one new data flow, I will get this type of screen on my working space. So this is my pipeline one, and this is my data flow one. Okay. Now let us change the name of this data flow. Okay. Let us have name with join operation. We will be joining two tables with each other. So let us assume like my manager told me like I need to append two tables, like two tables are there, and I need to append those tables, like I need to connect or I need to merge those two tables into one table. Okay. So this is the task which is given by my manager, and I need to perform that task. Okay. In my Microsoft Azure. Okay. So for performing that task, what I need to do is I need to create a data flow first. Now the data is in table structure, so we can call that data is in structural format. Okay. So now I will be joining those two tables into one table. Okay. This is my task. So let me give a name with related with that only. So connect tables. Okay. So I have created one data flow for connecting two tables into one table. So here you need to click on add resource. Okay. So I need to again do the activity for data flow also. Okay. Now let us come to this notepad and let us create data flow activity. Data flow activity. Okay. So again, I need to create one source file and one sync file. Okay. And under this source file, I need to specify my source file. Like the way we have specified source file like sample3.h, here I will be specifying my source file. And what is my source file? It can be CSV, NT, Excel, okay, it can be Excel, okay? It can be SQL, because I am having a structural data table. I am having two tables, right? So it can be in three format, okay? And in between, what I need to do is data factory. I need to perform operation, okay? Or I need to perform a process of joining.
उन्होंने क्या बोल रहे थे
याद ही नहीं आता
Please
क्या बोल
mute
रहे
your.
वो स्कन जा रहे
One
थे
second, I'm muting now.
So in data factory, now what my manager gives me what task to join two data tables into one table. So joining two table into one table. Okay, this task is given to me now by my manager, and that one table I need to store it in this sync resource, okay, or sync data set. Okay, so let us call this resource data set. And this is, let us call this sync data. I need to copy two tables from this source data set. I need to join them and I need to paste, or I need to paste that one table here. Okay, in sync database, the sync data set. So this is the task what my manager has given to me. Okay, so let us assume like I am having this CSV file. Okay, so I am having CSV file of employee data, employee.csv, and address.csv. Okay, so employee and address CSV I am having like two tables I am having. The employee CSV is having employee data. Okay, and this address CSV is having address of employees. Okay, so this is how two CSV file we are having with two tables. Okay, employee CSV and address CSV. Those are the two tables. I need to join them, and I need to put them into a sync data set, and I need to give that table as my output table. Let us give the name output to my new table. Let us give a name output to my new table, output of CSV. Okay, so this is the task I need to perform with data flow. Okay, by using data flow, we can also perform. We can't perform this task using this copy data. We need to perform. We are doing operation like joining operation. We are doing. So doing some kind of operation on data, for that the data flow is needed. Okay. So how I can do those things? I need to go to this Azure Data Factory, which I have created already. I need to click on data flow. Before that, I need to click on author, and then I need to click on data flow. I need to click three dots in front of data flow. I need to create new data flow. Okay, and one more new data flow gets generated. So let us delete this because we have already created one data flow at this point. Okay, and after creating this data flow, I'm getting this symbol, add source. Okay. So this is asking me to add source. Okay. And when I click on this thing, I'm getting this source file. Okay. Source, let me delete this and let us click on this arrow button. So now, right now I need to add source. Okay. And this is my source one. Okay. So this is my source data set. Okay. Now, what is my next task is to create joining operation. Okay. To create a joining operation of two tables. For that, what I will be doing, I will be clicking on this plus button. So here you can see join operation, conditional speed, exist, union, lookup. So these are the operations you can perform on a structural table. And the schema modifier, like you can pivot, unpivot, windows, rank, external call, cast. So those are numbers of operations you can perform on your data set. Here you can filter. If you want to filter some kind of data from your table, you can filter it. If you want to sort your data, if you want to alter your data, if you want to assert your data. So those are nothing but those are the cleaning processes which we are doing in daily basis on our data. So I want to do the joining. Okay. So I will click on join. Okay. So this is how I have clicked join button. So again, I need to specify my sync. Okay. For this, I need to specify my, after joining this, where I need to save that table, I need to save it into the sync database. Okay. So let us click here. After doing the joining operation, I need to click on sync. Okay. So this is how I have created one data flow. Okay. Where my data is coming from this pipeline. Like I have copied my data from one storage to other storage, and I have copied that data into a tabular format, and I am doing a joining operation on that data, and I am again storing to my database. Okay. Which is I'm storing to my data set, which is sync with the name sync. So till now, this procedure is okay with you? Yes. What I have explained you. Any doubt you are having on this procedure? Okay, all good, Sonam sir. Okay, thank you. No doubt. Shahida ma'am, no doubt. Thank you. What about others? Only 3 faculty got the procedure. Clear. Deepmala ma'am clear. Grishma ma'am clear. Zamir sir, no doubt. Ashish sir, all good sir. Okay, thank you sir. Tamila Rasi ma'am. Okay, thank you. I need more feedback from you, whether all things are understanding or not. Vaishali ma'am, Dr. Vaishali ma'am, thank you. Kanchan ma'am, thank you. So what if now I have explained you the procedure, okay? Now you need to perform this operation by yourself. Can you do it? Okay, Sheikh sir is saying yes. What about others? Tirumala is also saying yes. Sonam sir is saying yes. Shweta ma'am is saying yes. Okay. Okay. So you're a bit confident for doing this operation. Okay. So let's start for doing this operation. So the first step, what you will be needed, you will be needed those two tables, right? One is employee table and one with address table. So let us create those two tables first. So in break time, I have already created those tables with the CSV file. Let me show you. So see employee and address table. Okay, these two table I have created already. Now what I will be doing, I will be uploading these two table into my, where I need to upload it. Now please tell us where need to upload these two folder. Where I can upload these two folder. In storage. Okay. In new container or in source. Already we are having source container, right? So we can do one thing. We can upload those two folder into our source container, right? Yes or no? Let us open this source container. Even I have done this thing also. I have uploaded two folders with CSV format in my source container. Okay. Now you need to do the same thing. Create any two folder with CSV, take small amount of data. Just take this small amount. You can see my folder. Like in employee table, I have used a small amount for practicing purpose. I have used this. So let me show you my data. What is there in this employee CSV? See, I have taken some employee. My name, Narendra sir's name, Shashwatan name, Shashank sir name, and one more folder I have created with addresses. Sorry. So addresses Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Punjab, Kerala. And the common thing between two tables I have given is ID. Okay. Like we all know, to join two tables in SQL, to join two tables in Excel sheet, we need a common column between, right? We need a common column. So that is the common column which I am putting is ID column. The same ID is present in my employee table also. Same ID is present in my address table also.
Mahesh, can you share the two files so that the faculty can also use?
Okay, let me share. In chat, how to share, Narendra? Do you know this thing?
Otherwise, you can share. You can share in WhatsApp also. WhatsApp is also there. They can download from WhatsApp also.
I think Manda.
So you can drag and drop.
Drag and drop, sir. We can do
Tamil.
this. I was doing the same thing.
It is.
It is not coming.
I had tried all these things while I want to upload this file. I didn't find anything here. You keep it in WhatsApp so that they can download also. So please, all faculty members, so he's uploading in WhatsApp. Please download from there.
Otherwise, you can create your file also. It is not uploaded. Sorry. I have shared in WhatsApp group also. Okay, please download those CSV file from WhatsApp and upload those CSV file on your storage account. Shweta ma'am, you can create Excel sheet also. But why I'm telling you to create a CSV, because there is some reason, like we need to, okay, you can create Excel sheet also, no worry. But you need to select the format type, the file format with Excel only. So in practical, I will be explaining with CSV and you need to choose with Excel sheet. So better to have those Excel sheet, you can have the CSV file only. So you will not get confused with those operations. Okay. After uploading file into your storage account, you need to click a screenshot of that and you need to paste it in the chat box.
Sir?
Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
how to upload EMP CSV file in
The same procedure
data
you
flow,
need to
sir?
follow, ma'am. The same procedure you need to follow.
Sir, what's that?
No. What you are asking? In data flow you are asking, or what?
Yes.
Here you are asking, now that I will be explaining, ma'am. You just upload file into a storage account. That's it.
And they are
How to
asking like
upload
how
EMP
to
CSV files?
source container. How to upload the two files into source container.
This is what you are asking, ma'am. Just click on upload button, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, right. Thank you.
So can you tell me the steps, please? Because I have missed the.
Samir sir, which steps you needed to repeat?
Yeah, after this, what is in your screen, right? After this, I have missed.
These steps you need to repeat it.
About to upload, how to upload it. Because I have made
So from here, sir,
source
you need
and
to go
sync
to
I
your
have
storage
done.
account. You need to go to your storage account. Click on source.
I cannot see your screen.
Narendra sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, for me it is visible.
Yeah.
Samir
Okay.
sir, please, can you please check your internet connection whether it is?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Now you can see. Samir sir, can you see my screen?
Very blurred, sir. I cannot see. It's very blurred.
I think internet issue thing. For me it is.
Now I can see.
So from here you can upload, sir. Go to the source container and from here you need to upload those two CSV files.
Okay, I will try.
I will wait like for 2 minutes and then we will be performing this operation. So Manikandan sir, can you just unshare your screen? Like I'm getting some images.
No, sir, I cannot do that. How to go to?
Go to your storage account. Manikandan sir, go to your storage account, which you have created on Microsoft Azure. Okay, click on container. After clicking on container, you might be created these two containers, sync and source. So click on source. After clicking on source, you will be getting this upload option. Got it, Samir sir?
In source, we need to upload it, right?
Yes, in source folder you need to upload.
Okay, done.
Uploaded successfully. Okay, now what we will be doing? Have you performed steps? Source one, join and sync. Have you completed these steps?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should we move further now? It is quite simple. Now click on source. And here you need to add source type. Okay. So let us give this source a name. Let it be source only. The name of this activity. It can be source only. And here you need to give your path to your file which we have created, right? Which we have uploaded, right? Click on Azure. The same procedure you need to follow. Click on blob storage. Click on continue. Click on CSV. Now we have uploaded CSV, so that is why I'm selecting this format as a CSV. Click on continue. Okay. And again, the link service, no need to create a link service. We have already created a link service to our storage account. Okay. And here I need to give path to my file. So see, employee is my path. I will be uploading employee. Okay. Okay. And at a time, only one file, one path should be added. Okay. That I will be telling you. Just wait a minute. And just check, be sure like first row, it should be checked. Like first row as header should be checked at this point. Okay. Click on OK. Okay. So this is how I'm doing the operation. This is my first source, like first employee CSV I'm taking. Now here, just press delete button. Okay. Also click on sync and press delete button. Now what I need to do is I need to create a new one more source file is there, right? Okay. There is one more source file is there. So I need to create one more source file. So let us create one more source file. So here is one more source file I'm having. So this is source one. Let us give it source one and let us give it source two. Okay. And in this source two, what I'm fetching, I will be fetching my address file. So click on Azure, click on blob storage, click on continue, choose the file format, which is delimited text, click on continue, use the same link service which we have created, give the file a path with address field. Okay, click on address, click on OK. Okay, so this is how you have given the path. Check whether first row has header and click on OK button. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to perform join operation. Okay. Join operation. Okay. Two join operations has been created. Instead of two join operation, I need to have this one join. So I can do this way also. Let us create a sync also at this point. Okay. There is two source file I have created, and I can, let me see whether I can have these two source file in one itself. Okay, I can add one more file at this source also. Okay, sorry, like the settings were getting changed. Previously, two sources were needed. So I can add this in one also. Like again, you need to click on source one, and again you need to add new data set. Okay, and you click to Azure block storage. Click on continue, delimiter, continue. Use the same link services. Give the path to your second source file, which is address.csv. Click on OK. So this is how you have two columns. See, here the two columns get generated. So one is with your source, another one is join method, where you are performing join operation. Okay. So see, like two way you can do it. 2 to 3 ways you can do it. You can add source at this point, and what file you want to join it. You can specify that thing also here. So right now I have assigned source as 2 files. So what if I will be assigning only one thing, like when I will be clicking on this new button, and what I will be doing, I will be assigning. I need to join this address to employee or employee to address. Okay. For that, what I will be doing, I will be choosing this any one file. Click on OK. Let us join this employee. Let us take this employee. So here now my employee file is been added. Okay. So here now my columns gets increases. Okay. So 3 columns are there in my employee file. So like I can show you here also, the 3 columns are there. 1, 2, and 3. CSV file is separated, like it is separated by comma. Okay. So 3 columns are there, which is shown at this position, 3 column. So you can add address file also in this. You can add employer file also in this. Then you need to click on join. So what join you need to do it? You need to do full join, full order join, inner order join, left order join, right order join, or custom cross join. Okay. So you can specify the joins which you need to perform. So can I know like what is the join type? Have you have knowledge about the join, right? Table join, inner, outer, full join, left join, or I need to tell you for that what they are. Any faculty who don't know about join types? Any faculty who don't know about joins in SQL?
A little introduction would be helpful.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will be introducing. So in full order join, what is happening? Whatever rows which are common, okay, those rows as well as whatever rows which are not common between them, which are not common, okay, those rows will be getting common and those rows will be getting embedded. Like let me explain you full order and how order join with the diagram itself. Okay, from this diagram, you will be coming to know, like, see, this is left order join. So all the values, all the row data from A will be getting, and whatever data common between A's and B, that will be shown in the table. Okay, this is what left join. And here in full order, both table values will be shown, whether they are common or they are not common. Okay, and here in full outer join, okay, full outer join, whatever values which are not there in A, whatever value which is not there in B, means common value. Apart from these common values, both values will be shown. Okay, so you can explore morely in on Google also, like what they are like. To have those table to be connected, the joints will be needed. Like there are 2 to 3 types are there. Like there are inner joint, full outer joint, left outer joint, right outer joint. Let us assume that there are 2 tables are there. This is A table, this is B table. When you apply inner joint, the common values between this A and B will be taken into a new table. In left outer joint, let us assume that this is A table, this is B table. And when you apply this left outer joint, only all values will be coming. Those are present in A table, and with B, only the values which will be coming into new table, which are common between both tables. Okay, and in full or outer joint, which values between those tables are common, and which values which are not common, they will be coming into a new table. And in right outer joint, it is vice versa of left outer joint. All the right hand side table value will be coming, which are there or not there in the A table. So this is the concept of joints. Okay, so you can have explore more details in literally, but right now what we will be using, this joint concept at this point. Okay, so now what I will be needed, I will be using this inner joint. Okay, so I will be using those common fields only. Okay, so see, I am having this ID 1. So if same ID is there in the address table, then I need those value to be joined. Okay, so same ID is there in the address table, then only the join function should be occur. If there is some different ID which is not present in my address ID, then that should not be taken. So for that purpose, I'm using this inner method. Okay, so what will be my right stream? Like a left stream, it can be source 1. Now right stream, it would be source 2. Okay, so let me create a source 2 also. For creating source 2, sorry, for creating source 2, I need to again add this source, create source 2, and here you need to select data set. Okay, so instead of selecting data set, you can click on new button. You can go to the Azure. You need to click on block storage. Then you need to click on delimited text. And here you need to use link services, which has been already created by us. And here you need to give the path, like which table you need to add to this source 1 table. So in our case, we need to add address table to our employee table. So I'm selecting the address table. Okay, and I'm clicking OK button. So see, this is how my new resource has been created. Like, what is happening? So, I think some wrong thing gets happened. Yeah, here the source is being created. This is source 1. So let me do it again. It is not taking actually. Okay, let me do it one more time. It is overwriting, that's why it is taking. And let me explain you with from first itself, so you will be not get confused more. So let us create a data flow, create a new data flow in which you need to add source. Okay, one source where you will be adding your employee table. Okay, so click on this new, click on Azure, click on blob storage, click on continue, click on delimited, click on continue. Link services already created, so I'm using the same link services. Click on folder, where source folder, from source folder I need to copy my source file. Okay, so the first source will be employee.csv. Click on OK. Use first row header. It should be checked. So this is my source one, and one more source I need to create it. Let us add this source 2, and here I need to click on new button, click on Azure, click on blob storage, again continue, create a delimited, continue. Again the same link service I will be using, because my link service is with my storage account. Okay, again I will give my data source 2 link file path, which is my address. Okay, just hit the OK button. Use first row as header. It should be checked. So this is how I have created two sources. Now I need to join those two sources. Okay, so I will be clicking join option, where I will be using this inner join, and I will be in right stream. I will be using this source 2. So see, the figure get changes, like one source and other source are connected in this join activity. Okay, and after doing this join activity, I need to put it in sync container, right? So I will be clicking on sync container. Then I will be providing path to that sync container, which is there in my storage account. Okay. Again, I will be selecting the blob storage. Again, I will be selecting the format. And again, I am using the same link service. Okay. And again, I am giving the path to my sync folder. Okay. Let's override this sample.3, which we have performed the practical. Let's override this file itself. Click on OK. Or do one thing, you can create a new one also. Okay. Just don't choose this. Like, let me cancel this. Just have this sync file name as an empty. So new file name with the same file name will be created. Let us give this file name as output. Name, let us give the output name, because what we are having, we need to save CSV with the name output. Okay. So let us give the name output. First row as header. Click on OK. So error is coming, like, let me see. Okay, fine. We can't give directory name or file name, because the subscription plan what we are having is restricting us. So let us click on OK now. So see, like the subscription plan is having, we can't create folder and we can't create a file name. So that is why it is giving me this thing. Now, this is how I have created one data flow, where I'm having two data files. I'm joining those data files and I'm placing it into one table or one data set. So do the same procedure and give me a screenshot of that. Have you understood? Firstly, tell me this thing. Have you done those three tasks? Or should I repeat it one more time? Okay, Sonam sir, you have completed it. Girishma ma'am has also completed, I think so. Yes, good. How to show output, sir? Yes, I will be showing. I will be showing output. Now, what we will be doing? we will be running, we will be publishing this thing. The same function we will be doing. Publish all. Click on publish all. So here some join operation is missing, like some file publishing failed. I don't like. Let us close this, and one more time we can publish it.
Sir, so in the last option, join condition, we need to add something.
Oh, so let me see. Yes. Here, right and left source, we need to add it. So we need to use this common ID. Sorry for this, because we are having common column. We need to specify here. Okay. So my bad. Like we need to specify with ID column. Okay. Put this ID column under this, and how to do the comparison. You can do the comparison in this case, like greater than, equal to, not equals to. In my case, I need equals to, and this is how I have configured it. And I will be adding this thing. Okay. If any condition you need to add more, you can click on add button. Just hit delete button now, and this is how now it will be getting published. So see, this delimited text is getting published. Now click on OK. So the publishing start. So this is how the publishing gets successful. Now what you need to do is, you need to go to the pipeline. Okay. Create a new pipeline here. Okay. Under this pipeline, you go to this move and transform and open this data flow at this point and drag it to your activity portion. Okay. And in this data flow, you need to go to settings and you need to specify your data flow file, which is my data flow one, right? This is my file name, data flow one, or we can change it to my data flow. Okay. So let us change this thing to my data flow. Go to this pipeline 2, which we have created now, and select the data flow with my data flow. Okay. And this is all set to run the activity of data flow. Okay. In parameters, don't select anything, keep as it is. No need to select parameters because we are not having any other parameters. Now, there are two things. You can debug the data flow also, and you can add trigger also. For debugging purpose, you can just enable this thing, and for doing those operations, you will be needed competing sources. So select debug and add. You can use the same competing sources and debug time to be live, like how many time, what is the time, minimum time you can debug it. So you can configure here and you can just click on OK. So the data flow debug started. So whatever data flow we have created here, it is getting debugged for 1 hour. So this is how all the competing sources will be active till 1 hour. So after enabling these, we can now run the trigger. Okay, so see here the data sections or data flow is been getting active. So now you need to publish one more time. So publish. So whatever activities we are doing in this data factory, you need to publish them. Okay. So after getting published, it is publishing. Okay. After getting published completed, now you need to click on add trigger and click on trigger. Okay. Click on OK. So trigger gets run. So you can see it in monitor also how these triggers are running. So see the pipeline 2 is running. So here is the message, it is in progress. So wait till it gets succeeded. So like this way, you can extract numbers of data sources. You can perform activities in that, and you can sync that data into a database. So it is taking time for running the progress bar because this debug button is going on. So let the trigger gets completed. It is in progress now. And this monitoring is refreshing every 5 seconds. Okay. So you will be getting updates for each and everything. So here also you can see how the data flow is been running. So from here also you can see those things. So till it gets run, can I see your screen also whether you are also done the succeed in this practical, whether you have also succeeded? Let me share, please send your screenshot on the chat box. Anyone run trigger successfully? Okay, what error you're getting? Oh, ma'am, remove this thing. Remove this file name from here. Who has posted this? Okay, so, sir, you can remove. Sheikh, sir, you can remove that one. The file name which you have kept here now, you need to remove that one. It is not allowed in our subscription. It is allowed actually. You can do it in that manner also, but it is by sure like you need to remove that one. It is not allowed in our subscription. We can't create it. Narendra sir, can you please check it like whether all have all in a correct path?
Okay.
Actually, it is taking too much time. It depends like what time it will be taking, like what computing resources we are having. So it depend on that thing also, like how much time it will take. So
Mahesh,
already we have, so see my
Mahesh,
run is been succeeded. So if I go to this monitoring part, now it is succeeded. You can see pipeline 2 is succeeding. So here I can rerun, I can see the consumption, like what is the consumption. It has taken the active run is 1 and general purpose, like this is the week or consumption, like week or hour. This is the general purpose consumption which has been taken by this pipeline. And you can see the running ID and all these things. And you can also check the triggers, like how many triggers are run. It will not show. Let me, when the triggers are being scheduled, that will be shown at this place. And let us go to our author part. Now here you can see the running is succeeded. Now let us check our storage account now. Go to this sync button, sync file. So here you can see like 2 files have generated, like let us open this file. So this, don't worry about this name because we have not given any kind of name to our file. So that is why by default this name is been taken with that ID, okay, trigger ID. So let us see whether our address is being joined or not. So see, like in first file, the name, designation and address is being joined. Let me see the second file. So like we have done many a time, so might be this things will be taken. Let me see the success file also. Okay, so what issue here is actually, so when I create this thing, okay, so might be some data file which I have created manually because this employee and address now, the practical is being completed. The practical of joining those two tables is being completed because ID and address tables are matched, and the part which this data, what the data this file is having now, those ID is not being compared. So not the compute process, what the conditions we have given equals to, right? So this is not being compared between those two files. That is why the issue occurs. Like here you can see one, and in address file, I think there is something, there should be something different. So it should come actually, but why it does not? The general purpose might be some data type issue should be there because it was handwritten by me. So that is why it is not done. But it is the practical is being completed because here you can see there are two files getting merged with each other. So in employee file only these headers were there. This address headers were not there, but it is being joined in this final table. Okay. So you can also do one thing, you can also rerun that file, either you can create one more file and you can do the same procedure and let me know whether you got this result or not. Okay. But due to this time constraint right now, it is 12:43. We need to move to our next practical. So this is homework for you guys, like try this procedure one more time and try to join two tables with each other. Okay. And by tomorrow, I will be showing you the with the same join table. Like I will be providing you data also. So you can do it with, if you do with Excel, SQL, then it will be more better to join those tables. So right now we have done with the CSV file. I might be there's some data type issue should be there.
Mahesh, can we ask the screenshots of the source?
Yes,
Sync container.
tried with the succeeded part, you can have the screenshot of your side also, like whether you are getting the same thing or whether you are getting some different output.
All the faculty members, please share the screenshots of your sync container. If your
So
sync
for
container is
checking the
having
file, you need to go to sync. Under this sync file, some file should be generated, and under you need to click that file, and you need to open that file, and in edit, you need to click on edit, and after clicking on edit, you will be getting the data of that file. So see, this is the data what I have got. Like I have connected two tables with in single table, like the ID, name, and designation. So it was not there in employee table, and address table, the address were there. So ID gets matched, and these two tables are combined with each other. So might be this inner join I have used. So that is why that can be also one of the issue. Okay, so your sync container, what is the issue? So that means you have run this much time of procedure on your blob storage. Open any one file, just open it and see whether what you are getting. Sonam sir.
Yeah, I'm getting very incomplete data, just one line of data. In some places, in some files, only one comma is there.
Okay, well, that means like the data which I have provided you now, it is created like in break time only I have created to show you. So that data is having issue with that. The procedure is okay. So you can try one more time in your free time, no issue. The
So for this,
procedure,
I
any
created my
procedure,
own data and I did it. I created my
yes,
own
yes.
data
You
and did.
can have your data and you can create it. And by tomorrow, I will be also showing you the same thing. Okay, if possible, if we got time, because the content we need to cover is too vast. Now one more practical is remaining, so that I can describe you in 15 minutes. Okay, so that is a simple practical which we need to perform with machine learning. What this Microsoft Azure is providing features of machine learning. So in meantime, like till I start this machine learning practicals, you can send your screenshot. And Narendra sir, you can delete all the resources which we have created right now.
Okay, okay. And one more small request for all the faculty members, please download and install the Power BI. If possible, we'll start the Power BI tomorrow session. We'll complete the Power BI.
Yes, by tomorrow we will be starting Power BI, and some part like 10 to 20 minutes we will be discussing on machine learning also. So let me share my screen. Narendra sir, can you please delete all the resources which we have
Yes, yes,
created?
yes, yes, I'll delete.
So the tomorrow session, it will be like till 10:30, it will be like the Power BI session. And from 10:30 to 12, it will be Narendra sir, volunteer session, right?
Yes, yes.
It will be volunteer session from 10:30 to 12. And after 12 to 1, again, the technical delivery session will be there of Power BI. Okay. So
And there is
tomorrow,
no,
specifically, we will be learning Power BI and how to visualize data, how to get data, all those concepts of Power BI we will be learning by tomorrow.
yeah, Mahesh, 1 second, 1 minute. So since we are not having much time, please install the Power BI software. Meanwhile, in the WhatsApp group, I will send one data set, sample superstore. You please download it and keep it safe. Tomorrow we'll work it on that. And don't delay, like it will take some time. Power BI takes some time. So that is the reason why you install, you open. So while you are attending to the session, you please open that software. It is taking so much time. That is the reason. And there is no break for tomorrow's session. Is it so, Mahesh?
Yes.
There is no break
There will be
because
no break.
running out of time. So that is the reason.
So now let me share my screen and let us complete this machine learning practical also. So, okay, as the screen is shared actually with you, let me open the PPT. So we will be going a basic theory of machine learning. Those who are not aware of that theory, we can just take an overview. And those who are aware, you can just brush up your knowledge regarding machine learning. So in backend, Narendra sir, you will be deleting all the resources, okay? Because it will be costing us like many
I'm
of
deleting.
us have used this week or integration complete service. Okay, so should we start now? Please give me thumbs up. All clear related with data factory. If any doubts, we will be solving your doubts by tomorrow. Don't worry at all. Any step you have missed in this practical, we will be giving you the lab manual for this practical, so you can refer them and you can try at a later part also. Okay. The main agenda to run this concept, to run this practical is been over. Like we have achieved our goal. Like we have join two tables in one table because of that data which I have written with my hands. So that data is been not that the data is been not compared by these competing resources, because the criteria what we have applied with the column ID, under that ID table the data is in numerical, another one is some different data can be happen like due to this Excel sheet. So that can be happen. So you can create your data and you can try the same procedure. Okay. So let us move further with this machine learning unit. So as you do with machine learning for predictive analysis. So what you will be learning in this, what is machine learning? Okay, and how you can apply machine learning algorithms on cloud services on Microsoft Azure cloud. Okay, so let me ask you this question: what is Azure machine learning? Like, what is machine learning? First, tell me what the machine learning is. For what purpose we are using machine learning? You can give your answer in the chat box. What is the use of machine learning? Yes. For price prediction, yes. For prediction purpose, we are using this machine learning, like those algorithms are there. Like the data is being categorized into two form. One is supervised and another one is unsupervised data. For supervised data, you can say something like you can have the fixed value for the supervised, and in unsupervised, you are having continuous value. Okay. So what is this fixed value and continuous value that we will be seeing in this lecture? And so let us learn about Azure machine learning first. Okay. So what Azure machine learning is? The Azure machine learning is a cloud service for accelerating and managing the machine learning project lifecycle. Okay. So like we are all aware of using those Jupyter notebook where we write those Python code and we use those machine learning algorithm by using those Python library, and we try to get the accuracy of our data set, right? So those to make those steps simple, the Microsoft has developed those algorithms for you, for us, and we need to just drag and drop those models and drag and drop those data set, and we can perform the same operation by using this drag and drop option. Okay, so that you will be seeing in this practical actually. So the benefit of machine learning is what? Like one of the faculty from you have tell me like it is used for accurate prediction. Okay, for accurate prediction it can be used. Okay, so it can also use to get insights from data. It can also use for getting prediction of data by using those data algorithms. Okay, so authoring tools in machine learning. So how machine learning is machine learning algorithms you can use. You can use by notebook, you can use by designer or automated ML format. Okay, so what is this automated ML format? Like some models already been developed by this Microsoft Azure. In that model, you just need to place your data set, and automatically that machine learning algorithm will be followed, and you will be getting whatever results you want it. Okay, so these are the automated machine learning algorithm which is been already deployed on Microsoft Azure. Okay, so types of machine learning, like I have said you, like there are two types, or here it is three types are mentioned. So the main types are supervised and unsupervised. So in supervised, you can say like there is a supervised data where you can supervise there. Like it is a continuous, it is not a continuous data. Like you can have those supervised thing, and in unsupervised machine learning, it is a data driven structure. Okay, which is where the identity of clusters are there. So let me explain you in this with an example first. In supervised learning, so here you can see the image, like input data is apple, ball, and cup. Okay, and when you apply some algorithm, so after applying some algorithm, you need to compare this cup with all this data. Okay, so but the data which is present here, it is in supervised format. Okay, so your apple is mentioned with this image, ball is mentioned with this image, and cup is mentioned with this image. So due to this supervised learning, the comparison gets more easy. Okay, and this is how you can compare easily, like with this other curve. Okay, so to identify, and you are for identifying us, it is quite easy, but for machine it is quite difficult. Okay, for machine, you are telling to machine to identify or to find a curve from this supervised data set. Okay, so this is what about supervised. And let us now see the unsupervised data. So here the unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning algorithm which is algorithm used to draw the interface from database consisting of input data without label response. So like here in supervised, each data is having labels, right? This is called as apple, this is called as ball, this is called as cup. Okay, but in unsupervised, you are not finding any labels. Okay, so it is like you can't unsupervised, like you can count this data. The data is in this networking structure, or data you can call it as different network, which data is connected to which this. So it is continuous data, like it is continuous changing data, you can call it as. Okay, like the way you can describe it is a static data and continuous data. Okay, so semi-supervised is one of the data where input data are in some unsupervised and some data are in supervised manner. And with the help of machine learning, you are giving some label to this unsupervised data, and you are predicting something from that data itself. Okay, so here you can see like there are 3 apples are there, bananas are there, again some other fruit like oranges are there. This is unsupervised data. Okay, and in output data, what you will be getting, this is supervised. So banana image, this is having labels to it, to that data. So this is called as supervised data. So by using this machine learning model, you need to find an apple. Okay, so by using this machine learning model, you can predict it is an apple. Okay, so this is all about, I'm explaining you in very short manner. So if any doubt you will be having, you can ask me anytime. Okay, you can stop me and you can ask me. So reinforcement learning is nothing but it is a kind of you can, what we can say, it is a kind of probability. Okay, probability structure model. Like you don't know what actions to be taken. Okay, after getting some inputs only, if you want to answer, see here one example is also given. Often predicting the model meaning means machine learning or statistical modeling. If you want to answer a yes or no question, this is classification. Okay, if the answer is yes or no, so that is what called as classification. And for main hole will be the main hole exploded next year will be yes or no. Like you can't predict like what will be the next thing. Okay, so here you can predict anything, right? The data is being predicted by using those algorithms, but here you can't predict the data. Okay, so whatever input you are getting, it can be yes, it can be no, but by getting those yes and no, you can't predict the data like what it will be. Like it will be yes or it will be no. So this is all about the reinforcement learning. Okay. So this is the example of this is a three structure. This is a flow chart of machine learning types. So here you can see supervised learning. Here you can see unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Okay, where under this supervised learning, there are different types of algorithms for machine learning is being used, where the data is in continuous format, then you need to use regression. And when data is in categorical format, then you need to use classification or medical image or any house pricing prediction. So these are the use cases for regression and classification. These are nothing but these are the examples. In unsupervised learning, you need to set a target variable not available. Like in unsupervised, the target variable is not available. So there are no labels to your data. So you can't identify like what is the target variable. For that, you want to use clustering or association ML machine learning project. And for an example, here you can see the customer segmentation and market basket analysis. Those are the two examples for this association and clustering ML or this unsupervised learning. Then the supervised learning, where the categorical targets variables are there, for which you can classify, you can do the classification either yes or no, either you can do the clustering part. Okay, for which the Example where you can use for text classification and lane finding GPS data. Okay, so the clustering parts where you get multiples option. So this is all about the semi-structure, and reinforcements learning are nothing but the categorical target variable and the target variable not available. Okay, so here are also two criteria are there where the target is available with the categorical part and the target variable is not available. Means if the supervised is there, either unsupervised is there, but you can predict the case, like you can predict the data at this point. You can just give the probability whether this will be happening, either this will be happening, either this will be happening. So you can give the answer in that manner. So this is all about the reinforcement data, for which you can apply this classification or control structure. So driverless car, this is the control structure. Like you can't predict the driverless car, right? So on which direction it will move, at what time it will be stopped. So all these things are nothing but the reinforcement learning. Okay. So this is the concept of regression and classification, where regression means what is the temperature going to be tomorrow. So you can assume, like you can predict the temperature of tomorrow, and classification means like whether it will be cold or it will be hot. Like here also you are predicting in classification, but you are taking some decision on this basis. But in regression, you are predicting the exact temperature. Okay. So these are the algorithms for classification and regression. So here are some use cases for regression, like dependent variable, independent variable. So those we will be seeing in our practical session itself. How do we determine the first bit line? Okay. So all these things we will be seeing in algorithm, like our practical session. What is linear algorithm? But for let me show this thing. Okay, yeah. In linear regression, the calculation, like we all know, like what those machine algorithms are being developed from. They are developed from the statistical concepts. So for linear regression in our school time also we have learned this formula, y equal to mx plus b, where y is dependent variable, x is independent variable, m is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so this is how the diagram will be look like after having those linear expression visuals. Okay, and in classification, like we have portion like whether we need to go to A or we need to go to B. Okay. And in logistic regression, it is mostly popular in machine learning, which comes under the supervised learning. Okay, where the outcome either can be yes or no, or it can be 0 or 1, or it can be true or false. Okay, so the outcome we can predict it, like it can be anything. Okay, so this is the difference between linear regression and logistic regression, where linear regression is having the graph in this straight line, and logistic regression is having graph with this S curve. So this is the predicted, where we can predict anything, like how it would be. So here you can see the probability, here you can see the threshold. So the threshold value, like you will be increasing the threshold, your probability will be also getting increasing. So here it is unsupervised. So you can predict anything. Here you can predict it. Like on this x-axis and y-axis, value will be this much. Okay. So this is the basic difference of linear and logistic regression. And the types of, so let us now go to this our concept of machine learning, where with Microsoft Azure. For that, what we will be doing, we will be going to our Azure portal. Okay. So there are two features are there. I think I have closed this Azure filter. And Narendra sir, can we extend like 10 to 15 minutes more for practical?
And after in afternoon also.
So second session we are scheduled with some other activities, sir.
Yes. Okay, then
Even the
we will do
faculty.
one thing. We will do one thing. I will be introducing you this Azure Studio port. You can have a try like those algorithms, those who are knowing the machine learning algorithms. You can have a try. I will just brief out how it has been working. It will take hardly 5 minutes. You will just 5 minutes more. For that, you need to use the studio.azure ML. Okay, I'm pasting the same link in the chat box also. It is the machine learning tool created by Microsoft Azure. Yes, Sonam sir, you want to say something?
No, I think
You raise your hands, that's why. Okay, open this website, sign in here. If you are not signed up, you can just click on sign in button and you will be redirecting to your Microsoft Azure account. Okay, you need to log into that account. Okay, and then here the machine learning. It is the free tool which is given by Microsoft Azure, and where you can see, you can practice any type of practicals where it is live till only 31 August 2024. Okay, so here what you will be doing, I have already created some projects for you people, like for understanding purpose, but let me explain you how to create a project. You need to go to this project menu. Here you can create a project or directly click on experiment. Okay, after clicking on this experiment, click on new button, which is there in the left side at the bottom. And here you can find the sample modules for this machine learning. See, here some sample modules are there. But if you want to build your own model, then you need to click on blank. And see here already the dashboard will be open where you can work and you can apply those machine learning model. If you want to have your data set, then you can just type here data set, and the data set will be sample data sets also there in this Azure cloud, where you can just get that data set and just paste here. And if you want to upload your data set, then there is one more thing you can upload from here also, like I have, like the way I have upload here. So this diabetes data set I have upload, so I can just drag and drop this data set at this point. So you can apply those steps, like now I need to clean this data set. Okay, so for cleaning purpose, I will just type this clean word and I will be using this clean and missing data at this point, and I will connect those string of data with my data set. And this is how, and I will click here, and what to clean, what is to do with this cleaning and missing data set. So we all know, like we replace null values with mean, median, mode, row. We can otherwise we remove all the entire row. So I need to be remove all entire row. So I will be selecting this and I will just reduce this one. And this is how I will be getting clean data. Okay. And to run this thing, you just need to click on run button and this run operation gets occurred. And here you can see the queue is running. So this is how you can now preview your data. Like you can visualize this data, which is being clean now. So here you can visualize like what is mean, median, mean, max, standard deviation, unique value. So you can visualize the graph also, like which value is more in this. You can compare with other column also. If I want to compare with glucose column, with this pregnancy column, so I can compare and I can find the insights from it. Okay. So this is how you need to practice today. And by tomorrow, I will be showing you one practical related with this machine learning. And we will be, after completing this practical, we will be switching to this Power BI. Okay. All good.
So what is the schedule for tomorrow, sir? Because we have been permitted till 1 o'clock only. So I just wanted to confirm.
The schedule for tomorrow, it will be like from 9:30 we will be starting till 10:30. The technical delivery session will be there, like where I will be telling you some part of machine learning in detail. and some part. Then after, Narendra sir will be describing Power BI, and after, in between 10:30 to 12, there will be volunteer session, which is being conducted by the volunteers which are coming from this company, EY company, and they will be volunteering you, like what is going in the industry, what you have learned, and what things more you can explore. So they will be volunteering you, and from 12 to 1, again the technical delivery sessions will be there, like again this Power BI concepts and all those content remaining things we will be covering at that point. And after one, the assessment will be provided to your LMS group, okay, LMS login, okay, where you need to give the assessment, and you need to participate in that assessment, and you need to solve the assessment, like some MCQ questions will be there, and you need to score in that MCQ, and then after you will be getting all those instruction from LMS itself. So tomorrow it will be till from 9:30 to 1 only.
So that assessment, when we have to do, sir, at what time?
After one, it will be shown on LMS. Before that, one feedback form will be provided on LMS, and in most probably like in afternoon only, you will be able to log into your LMS account. And one more thing, like I will be posting the link of registration one more time on your WhatsApp group. So those who have not registered yet, they can also register now, and they can also get their LMS ID from our company, and they can also join for this assessment. Got it? Any doubts you are having till now? Or those who are facing in joining this LMS ID, you can create a new Gmail, and you can again register. You can again register to that FDP registration link, and again we will be configure your LMS at that point.
Till yesterday, I was able to log into the LMS, sir. Now it is not possible. I don't know why.
Okay, it will be done, sir. No issue. We are here to help you only, like regarding LMS. But the important part, like we need to cover all the contents which we are having with us. But due to these practical sessions and lack of less time we are having, so that is the issue we are facing, and that is the challenges we are facing right now. So don't worry at all. All things will be working smoothly. So whatever issues you will be getting, me and Narendra will be there on call. So we will be supporting you, and we will be helping you for this.
So one small reminder, has sent one sample superstore data set, which is of Excel data source in the WhatsApp group. Please download it and keep it safe. Tomorrow we are going to work on that using Power BI and install the Power BI software by tomorrow. And I have shared the attendance link also. Those who not yet marked, you can mark the attendance. Otherwise, not required. Shashwatan,
okay,
sir?
then Shashwatan sir, you are on call?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Yes. So I think, yeah, you have already shared everything. So nothing to add. But yeah, so we can, tomorrow is going to be definitely important day, because like we are getting a leadership team from the EY. So there will be a lot of discussion around whatever we have learned today or last 4 days. So yeah, and the same time will be the same, 9:30 to 1 o'clock. We will definitely try to wind up by 1 o'clock. We will not stretch more than that. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your active participation. And again, have a nice, delicious lunch, and we can meet tomorrow. So for all of you, like the login password you have changed, like it's going to be common for all of you. We have mentioned that in the WhatsApp group also, and you can also change your password. And still, if you're finding any difficulties, you can also individually message us. We can also help you to sort the issue. But now all the LMS issues are sorted out. But yeah, thank you so much, and have a nice lunch, and we can meet tomorrow, and bye-bye.
Sir, one last request. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, Nishi.
Actually, sir, I would like to say that please put the date of timing of test after lunch, like from 2 p.m. onwards. That would be good.
Okay, sir. Link will be provided on LMS now. So it depends on you. When you start the assessment, the time the clock gets started up. So
Oh,
most around 40 questions will be there. To solve those 40 questions, some time limits will be there.
okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
So
you
the
all. Bye-bye.
assessment link will be provided after one. So you can give assessment accordingly, and it will be visible at what till what time that I will be letting you know by tomorrow.
All
Okay,
will be
sir.
MCQ, sir.
All will be MCQ, sir. So the MCQ will be whatever things you have learned till now. On that basis, all those questions will be. It can be cloud computing, it can be Power BI, it can be virtual machine, it can be anything. Yes, we will be sharing recordings to you with all the days in one folder on Drive, and we will be sharing that Drive with you all. And feedback link will be provided before this assessment. So you need to first fill this feedback form, and then only you will be getting the link of assessment. Okay, thank you all for your support and cooperation. We will be meeting by tomorrow at 9:15, and we will be seeing like from 9:15 itself we will be starting. Like I will be needed more 15 minutes to complete the practical for this machine learning. Okay, and from 9:30, Narendra sir, you can take over and you can start your Power BI part also.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you, Raj Lakshmi ji. Thank you, Pradipta ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Zamir sir. Any doubts you people are having, you can ask tomorrow. No issue with machine learning. If you want to elaborate more about the theory part, I can also do that thing.
For regarding Power BI download, so already given link is given, right, Mahesh?
Yes, the Power BI
Otherwise,
download link, and now only I will be pasting. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just search on Google with Power BI downloads, and the first website you will be getting from Microsoft, from where you need to download this thing. So see here from here. Let me see. Download. Advanced. Go to the advanced download option, and I think here you will be getting it. So this is the link from where you can download it. So link I have provided in the chat box. You can download it from here. Otherwise, if your laptop is in updated mode, like it is having a license copy, you can also, my screen is visible, Narendra.
Yes, yes.
So you can directly go to this official website of Microsoft, which is powerbimicrosoft.com. This link I will be posting here also. You can visit this link, and here download option is there. It will just take you to this Microsoft store, and it will ask you to download from there also. But just follow this advanced download option, those who are not having license copy of Windows, because it will again ask you for some different file. So instead of having download it from Microsoft store, you can download the offline version, and you can install it on your laptop. So Raj Lakshmi ji, what you asking? Digital twin technology? Can you please elaborate more on this?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are
Yeah, digital twin technology is like in a remote place where we have some machines or something sensors we have. So whatever kind of data that is collecting here will be in a remote place digitally. That kind of experiments can be done with that.
Yes, ma'am. You can apply the same Azure technique on that scenario also.
Okay.
Even in IoT now, IoT you are doing the same thing.
Okay. Do we have
Yes.
any session on those things, sir?
In content, actually, the IoT session is not there, but in future we will be adding that. No issue.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you all. I'm ending up now, and because in 1:30 we are having the next FDP to be concluded. So thank you all one more time.
Thank you. Yeah, they are all leaving. Yes.